Oh, it's such a good song, and there's our girl, and we're back, baby.
Hi. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, we are. I apologize. Let me get the good applause. We've returned. I know I said I was supposed to be on yesterday. We discounted the goal and everything. We also had some money come in since we've been off. The whole not here yesterday thing was simply because it took way too much out of me to get back from the doctor's appointments, and it turns out I didn't know this. I mentioned it this morning. Fucking antibiotics make you sleepy. Like, getting drowsy on antibiotics isn't a big deal. It is not unheard of, apparently. And holy sweet Christ on a cracker was I wiped out. So I really had to just take a day by the time we got back. And it was so late from when I wanted to start the stream. Anyway, so I was like, fuck it. I'm not doing it. Fill some holes says here. We've got our KBS up, so let's make sure. Well, no, we had the audio over there. So yeah, I've got all three chat windows are open. We're probably starting a little slow because we had the day off before, and I did not launch this stream as fast as I should have because I got distracted talking with our good buddy Brian. Brian, the science, it's his birthday today. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Brian. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yes.
Including the one thing that several people have already asked me. You heard what happened in front of the Obama house in D.C.? Like, yes, we did. And I believe we have video. And if not, we will find video if there is video, because we need video of that. T. Jefferson, happy birthday to the science. Yes, happy birthday, science, again. Oh, you know what? Fuck that. That's right. We have this one over here. I've got to switch the applauses around. Because people are like, dude, that canned applause you have sucks. And it's like, it came with the Rodecaster, but the only reason I use it is because it's just very accessible with the button right there. I don't have to switch to it. It's just my golden button. And so yeah, I just have to change that on the computer. Just spend like some time. St. Caesar and all three platforms are live too. Yeah, we made sure all three platforms were live. We got that. We had plenty of time for that. I had plenty of time to prep the show, since I apparently had time to hobnob with my co-host and a friend to the point of my own detriment, which shouldn't have happened, but I'm a putz.
Hey, it's like we know what we're doing over here.
I don't. Not even a little. I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I'm wearing highly reflective sunglasses indoors. What part of this makes you think I have any idea what I'm doing? No idea. Red Scooper saying, nice steampunk glasses. I really like wearing these glasses. You can't wear them while you drive, so I don't really wear them much. But I wanted to do something different, so we did the shirts and the glasses. So many other streamers have fun wearing the sunglasses. I'm like, I got a really sweet pair of sunglasses. I didn't get them for this, but I have them, and I'm like, why not? So I tried it. It's fun. I will say this.
For everyone that does that, the whole sunglasses on stream thing, you've got the coolest pair of sunglasses.
Well, thank you.
I think those.
Whether you mean that or you're just kissing my ass, either way, I appreciate it.
No, I really mean it. Those are super cool.
Well, they're not cheap, so it makes really sense. Cool. I've had them for a while. These are the other part of like the costume that I wore with the DJ shit all the time, and it's just like So I enjoy them. But yeah, I did the shirt and tie thing for a bit, but I got just bored of wearing shirts and ties, and now it's warm, and I don't want to wear the shirts and ties because I'll be sweaty. And so I was like, t-shirts, and I liked the glasses. I will say the bonus to this is if my eyes are bugging me, I don't touch them, which is one of the things that you get on my ass on all the time. And it's easier. It doesn't dry my contacts out as much looking at schools. You just finished welding something. No. These are mountaineer goggles for people who climb mountains. You know, that thing I will never, ever, ever do because Everest isn't handicap accessible. They don't have a ramp. So, you know what? I just realized my sunglasses also as ironic as my these colors don't run t-shirt and my love for Adidas moves. Excuse me. Coffee. Yeah, it's just, I don't move very well, but my scent is Adidas moves. These colors don't run, neither do I. I'm wearing mountaineer goggles, for that time that I'll go climbing the Alps on the Thursday of never. So, fuck it. Climb a molehill. I hear those are like mountains. It depends on the molehill. You got to find the right one. Then you got to listen to a bunch of people bitch over whether or not you found the right molehill and your take on the molehill is good. So, fuck it. No, I'm not climbing a molehill. I'll run it over with my wheelchair and make it a mole bump. Mad Max Mardigan, that's why I love both of my red trench coats. One with an alchemist cross and one that's solid blood red that I wear with a pair of round yellow shades. Yeah, dude.
Nice.
That's that second reason you listed. That is the entire reason that I bought these. That character, and I love the look, and I got glasses that looked like his because I liked them. I thought they were cool. I wanted a pair, and I found them. Spoiler alert, Alucard in Helsing just wears mountaineer goggles. Well, goggles, shades, sunglasses, whatever you want to fucking call them. I don't know. I got mine with the sunset yellow reflective lenses. I'm happy as shit. Anyways, hey, Digger, good to see you. Yes, no fucks given. Happy to see you. Crawl up.
Hello. How you doing?
Crawl up. Are you a pussy? What?
Crawl up.
Crawl up the mountain?
Yet.
You can't crawl up the mountain. The whole reason that these, they have hooks so they don't fall in places where you might be inverted or hanging off the side. I got bad news for you. I can't do either of those things. I have skipped leg day so much that I'm literally barred from entry at this point. Let's see. Johnny knows what he's doing, and this is an actual show. Too, so he claims. Yes, these are all truths. All right, there we go. Chat's probably building slowly. We've been off for a while, but it is nice to see all of you on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Welcome back. Hope you've had a good time. It's been a crazy week. I should load my stories up here. I should have done that before. Yeah, what are you going to do?
I'm still dropping links saying we're live.
All right. Well, I will talk about some of the stuff we have to go over then while you do that. We have we've got a story about a Harvard Medical School morgue manager. We've got an interesting article about the San Diego Humane Society and what they're doing to help a bear. King Charles gave an amazing speech during the opening of the Canadian Parliament. No, he gave an amazing speech. You know what he did, I'm sure, in his opening speech.
No, I honestly.
All right, well then I'm not spoiling it. So
I boycotted.
You're not going to be surprised.
Fuck you and fuck the country. Fuck your.
You're Canadian.
Fuck your.
That seems remarkably unpatriotic of you.
Yeah, no. The Queen was my queen. After her, there is no more.
And I'm proud to be an American where I scream, hey, hold my beer. And we pretend that we're all right with it, but some of us ain't cool with queer. What? Anyways, but yeah. Dude, I like my version better now that I think about it. Anyhow, I'm taking a leg brace off. If it looks weird for anybody, that's what's going on. Like, hey, what's he doing? Performing operation? Yeah, fucking removal surgery. All right. My ankle doesn't need that anymore. I'm not standing on it. Fuck off. Pants are prison, and as far as you people know, I'm naked from the waist down. None of that's true.
Right?
I'm wearing socks. I'm literally wearing I'm wearing those compression socks. I have to wear compression socks right now because of my leg.
Well, that's sexy.
Right?
You're painting such a great picture. Like,
nothing's
see from here to there, looking
dude.
But then suddenly you're like, pants are prison. I'm not wearing anything except my compression
Call
socks,
a Canadian construction crew. You're going to need some sandbags. Yeah. Just imagine this. No pants, so it's just like fucking swollen, bloated legs and then stuffed into ultra-tight sausage casing black nylon. Like, ooh. I look like a really
flopping out on the bottom on a chair.
Dude, if I laid down and stuck my legs up, not that I could.
Down.
What? I don't want to look down. I'm not looking down.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyhow, if if I fucking stuck my legs up in the air, I'd look like one of those really nice, like, well-dressed turkeys where they put little hats on the legs at the end, except they'd be black because it's like big turkey leg, little tiny hat, and this is just like twig. So that's what it is. Good hair, Johnny says. Balls hanger. Yeah, dude, I am so happy. I got a great haircut. I love the lady that cut my hair. Like, I gotta remember her name. I think it's Sophie. I gotta keep getting her to cut my hair because she just, when someone just takes the lead and they're like, you tell them what you want, and then all along the way they're like, does your hair do the X, Y, or Z? I'm gonna do this, so that's not a problem. I just fucking constantly, she's like, do you have this problem? Do you have that problem? I'm like, yeah. She's like, all right, that's not gonna be an issue here. We're gonna deal with that. So it's just like, I left that place. I'm like, I gotta remember that lady's name. I don't mean to sound like a disrespectful John, but I don't remember the names of most of the people who cut my hair.
Well, you don't have to. You just remember the name of
Right.
the one that does it well.
Right. I pay them.
You can ask for them the next time, and you're all
Right. Yeah. No, that's why I'm saying I'm very happy with this one. I'm gonna have to make sure I remember her name.
Yeah.
Did she manscape you too? No. I am. I'm weirdly proud about. I shave my beard.
I groom myself. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I kind of.
You're how old now? I'm so proud of you.
And he learned to pee standing up too. Can't do that anymore. Fuck. Anyways,
Thought we were getting somewhere.
maybe you should get Aaron. Why? I don't give a fuck. Aaron's hair is his problem. Let me tell you, I'm happy with how my hair got cut, and I'm happy with the lady who did my haircut. Beyond that, fucks given on people's hair. Your hair is your business, and his is his. Plus, didn't he just get a haircut recently? I'm pretty sure him saying he needed to get one is what made me go, I need to get one, and I kept putting it off, and then I got sick and in the hospital, and I hated myself.
Oh yeah, I remember that time.
Yeah, because I was stuck there, and it's like, God, I wish I had gotten a haircut. I'm hot, I'm sweaty, my hair is everywhere. My hair gets itchy, and so I'm just, it's a problem. It's a huge problem. I should have had them, they didn't wash my hair when they cut it. They asked, and I said no. And I really am regretting that because now I'm getting like the itches in the back of the hair.
Yeah, always say yes to the hair washing and services. Just say yes.
Say yes to the dress.
It's nice. It's lovely, especially if you get someone who knows what they're doing and they give you a bit of a scalp massage while they're doing the hair washing. Oh, it's lovely.
No, the scalp massages, but she seemed like she was busy, and like I had to go prep a show, so I was like, fuck it. But yeah, she did offer. I just said no. Good barber is hard to find. I had one for years. Every 6 months I could go in, and he knew what to do. No verbal needed. Keep seeing him until he died, or kept seeing him until he died. Great guy, great barber. Yeah, dude, there was no verbal arrangement needed. We didn't even make eye contact. I sat down in the chair. He put the bib over me. He jerked me off to make a nice frothy foam, and then he shaved me. What? Sup, fellow gooners, says Los Federales. Well, what's a gooner? I don't know what a gooner is.
Oh, it's a hockey term.
Oh, so he means like a goon. Okay. I was worried. I was worried I was okaying a racial term. I was very, very uncomfortable about that. It's
a very interesting new avatar, Los Federales. Is it like his anniversary or some such?
I have no idea.
St. Floyd?
Oh yeah, no, his anniversary was like yesterday or the day before, recently, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's like hooray, hurrah, it's the 5-year anniversary where a really not noteworthy piece of society suffered his own consequences in a very public way, and a bunch of people used that as a reason to physicalize, vocalize, and just flat out expel their angst over racial injustices in the world, and just destroyed the city for a good 2 years. Yeah.
What he said.
A solid 2 years where I'm like, I'm only 45 minutes from the cities. This is no longer far enough. Shit.
Yeah, so apparently Gooners has a new term that I need to look up, and I'm thinking, am.
Oh, Los Federales pointing out to us, and I love this. I actually think I might have to fucking have him send me this picture. It's George Floyd with a fent tablet on his neck.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my thing. Like
5 years sober.
that's my
Nice.
thing with the whole thing how this whole thing happened. Digger's sound is really low, says somebody. Oh well, my audio overall over here is a little low, but I can fix that on yours. Let's.
Oh, that changed your perspective, but
Or inch that mic a little closer to your mouth, maybe.
is that better?
Yeah, that's significantly better. But we are going to boost you on this end to kind of get you up there. All right. Now that should work better.
All right. Here's hoping.
It sounds like it.
I don't know. I only hear us.
I
so
just
have no
work
idea.
here.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna.
Everyone else pushes buttons. I just sit here.
I'm also gonna calm your tits. I'm gonna play with your box quick to get it sized up properly.
Ooh.
Oh, we have fun here, guys. Who says
we
I
do.
don't flirt with my
Yes, we
co-host?
do.
I love it. All right, there we go. Boom. Back in action. All right. George Floyd didn't own a doghouse. No. Well, it's really hard to own anything when you're spending all of your money in fake 20s. That becomes a problem. Just in general. Did I break Digger's box? Says Brian the Science. No, you didn't break Digger's box. I clicked on her picture and it enhanced, and I broke Digger's box.
Mm.
And it's not the last
I feel like I'm
time either.
sitting really high above you.
Okay.
Like I'm,
Well,
sitting,
hold on. Yeah, up.
I'm like almost a whole head and shoulders above you.
But you don't have dandruff.
No, I don't, which is why I shouldn't be head and shoulders above you.
No, you. It was a bit. There's a shampoo called Head and Shoulders, and the commercial always used to be someone telling his friends that he uses Head and Shoulders, and they'd go, "But you don't have dandruff," and he'd look at them like, "And that's why," and they'd be like, "Oh, that was."
I forgot about those commercials.
Right, dude. I remember all of this shit. It's horrible. If Seth MacFarlane didn't already exist and make Family Guy, I could have done that. But fuck it, you know. We both have the same strain of natural member berries, so we all like pop culture member berries. But anyways, where is it? All right, so I wanted to talk about this one. You sent me this story. There is no video, I don't believe, with it. A man made a sexist joke, which...
Oh, good Lord, yes.
Which I'm all for, by the way. On both sides of the line. Sexist, misogynistic, whatever. Make fun of dudes, ladies, all of it. It's funny. We all die and we all go, somewhere else. And in the end, we all defecate ourselves when it happens. So fucking, literally take the piss out of it. Like, as my feelings. Anyways, so yes, this lady had a male friend who...
They'd been friends all through school. I just want to make this clear. These are not people who had met recently or had just met that night. These two had gone through school together. It sounds like they were a bunch of early 20-year-olds who had, recently graduated and were still partying together.
No. These are lifelong friends. These are lifelong friends.
Yes. These people knew each other well, very well.
So anyhow, a woman has been sent to prison for setting her longtime friend on fire over a sexist remark. Now, here's the weird part, and I don't think it's in here. What was the remark? Like, that's where I'm, like, immediately when you tell me that longtime friend and you set him on fire over a sexist remark, I immediately like, and what did he say? Like, I just feel like I like to learn. Everybody poops. Not everybody poops naked. Be somebody. Cheers. Thank you, Ball Steve. Speaking of being somebody, I'm somebody on the internet who's had a lot of time off and stuff. Our goals and everything have been adjusted for all that. We are on $45 for tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. Friday. We're on $45 for Friday. Blech. So $45 away. If we get that in Venmo, PayPal, Streamlabs, all that, we will be done with the month, which is fucking awesome. Also, I'm checking up on the GoFundMe. The GoFundMe got another donation, so that's nice. We'll link that in a little bit later. I am still working on the whole "we're moving somewhere," so the GoFundMe thing. Just like a woman get all emotional over a joke. Again, the part I'm pissed about is I don't think this story is going to tell me what the joke was.
Oh, you don't. He literally told her.
Oh wait, yeah, no, he does to go back in the kitchen and make a sandwich. That's not burn worthy. That's so blasé. I could think.
He said make croissants because she couldn't hold her own drinking with the boys.
Oh, dude, make croissants. That's funny because there's a McDonald's breakfast menu commercial in this story. That seems a little off-putting. All right, he was really pushing my button, she said in court while defending her actions. Corby Jean Walpole appeared in court on last Thursday, and was sentenced for torturing her childhood friend, Jake Loader, while she unloaded on him. Oh, no. Putting him in a coma. Oh, dear Lord. It'll be okay.
Oh, no, it'll be okay. Induced.
The 25-year-old offender mouthed to her family after receiving her sentence. Yeah, dude. Oh, 25? That's remarkably young. Just so short to burning. Let's see. Related. I don't care about related. I want to know more about this. Image credits. All right. I'm going to open images in new tab. Open image in new tab. Setting her childhood friend on fire. Right, but she was hosting her high school pal Jake at her How Long home in Australia she's an Australian. I don't want to say that makes sense, but
they both may or may not have, or actually, no, it's not may or may not. They both admitted to being drunk and using cocaine.
At the time?
They were not the only ones there. Yeah, at the time. They were not the only ones at the house. Her boyfriend...
And she put like 5 liters of gas in his face.
Sleeping. Yeah, her boyfriend was sleeping while the party raged on. And yeah, she got mad and went out to the garage, got 5 liters of gasoline and poured it over his head. This guy's head.
This guy?
This guy's I believe this is the dude. Pretty sure this is the dude.
You know, before she burned his face off, he wasn't too bad of a looker.
He was also a herder, cattle herder.
Oh.
He's been burned over 55% of his body. He cannot go out into the sunshine anymore. His body, the skin is so badly damaged. She ruined his life, and she gets 7 years, 4.5 years with good behavior.
I think we've learned one thing though. If someone tells you to get back in the kitchen, and your recourse is to torch them like that, all you've proved is you do not understand how to cook very well. I mean, that dude was incredibly well done, but only 50% of his body. So it's like that's not ready to serve. You got to get an even char, bitch. Like, that's how this works.
Raw in the same plate, that doesn't work. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work for the menu. Yeah. Okay?
No. What's his name would have thrown it back at them. Raw!
Oh, sorry, I got a streak on my glasses and it's driving me nuts. No. Hey, look, everybody, my incredibly ugly face without the glasses, which is still good with the haircut, but actually I take them off to do this show and now I'm like, it's too bright. It's too bright out here. I'm actually I'm strangely becoming a fan of this because I didn't realize when I did this show, all of these screens going simultaneously with web pages and show prep pages and everything else and all the lights. It's just it's a little bright. It's a little bright. And wearing the glasses, my camera gets more of my skin.
Raw.
What? It's fucking raw. You can't serve that. What's his name?
What's
Gordon
his
Ramsay?
Name? I can't remember. I'm having
Jake.
Having a brain fart. Hell's Kitchen and
that's Gordon Ramsay. That's Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay. Thank you. Yeah, raw. It's raw.
So yeah, she again because he's like get back in the kitchen and make a croissant. Which Oh boy.
Thank
Not
you,
a good
Shaper Dave.
demonstration of her culinary talents. Like I said, I will say that. That is definitively a bad demonstration.
Oh.
So I've got
Wild
these.
Saffron coming and she was fired up over his comments.
I'll tell you this thing. She really burnt their relationship. I feel like
I torched that one, yeah.
she carried such a torch for him, and then she turned him into one. All right, let's
Turn him in one.
let's do that. I can make this work. Let's see here.
An idiot sandwich. Yes. Shade for days. You understand. Thank you.
We'll extend.
Yeah, it looks like I'm taller than you still.
Yeah, that's because I keep
It's only half a
sliding.
head. I know.
I keep
Keep
sliding
moving.
out of my chair because I can't sit up straight very well since my legs are shitty.
Oh, okay.
I slide
Oh,
more
I
and
thought
more.
no, I thought that's why you were moving my pictures some more.
No. It's
Oh.
fine. Here.
You were futzing. I
was-
just assumed it was for
I was
that
futzing.
purpose.
You were getting clipped off on one side, and so I was making it right. Johnny's Exotic Meat Market long pig is gonna be hopping. No. That would make it a rabbit. No, there's no long pig. There's no meat market.
No
What the
long
fuck am I
pig.
saying?
No
There's-
pigs. No
There's no pigs. There's no meat. There's no nothing.
Oh.
Nothing.
That
It's
was
alive. Well, again, they put him in a medically induced coma so they could give him skin grafts and shit, I assume. And so his body could heal because there's just a certain amount of
It's so much
continual
shock.
pain. And that's the thing that I'm wondering
Yeah.
about. Even after you heal, though, aren't your nerves like kind of scorched and seared? Aren't you feeling pain for a while? Like forever? So.
Potentially.
Just,
Yeah.
Some people cannot apparently handle, and I've never done it, so I can't really criticize, but some people just apparently cannot handle their blow. Dear Lord.
I went to school with a girl.
Ooh, brag, why don't you? I went to school with several
no.
girls. I'm a whore.
You are a whore. No, she was burned, and literally she had burns coming from here down. One arm was okay, but the other arm was burnt. The same thing. One leg was burnt. The other one was okay, but then because there was so much burning, her whole mid section, her back, so much burning that what good skin was left was harmed because of all the skin grafts that she needed. It was awful. It happened to her when she was like 3 or 4, and I knew her when she was in grade 10, and she was still having regular surgeries.
That sucks, man.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So this dude is hooped. Like, he's not gonna have the life he was supposed to.
Mentioning the pictures we had up earlier, saying, oh God, those eyes just scream psycho. Oh yeah, they use inch-long staples to do skin grafts. Yeah, I knew a guy from Thailand who had skin grafts on his arm, and they were completed, but it's because of the way they did them with the meshing and the wiring and everything else. It looked like he had scales. It was weird, and you could totally tell, and it was, whew.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
It's damaging.
Alrighty, so what the oh, so this is another one we have. I will get to this one in a bit, the Harvard one. I kind of want to cover this one since we just did the
Sorry.
did the lady at the food thing.
Before you move topics, because she's on a roll.
Okay.
This all could have been avoided if he had just asked for sushi instead of the croissants.
I really don't think so.
Would have been fine.
It seemed like she was upset about the being remanded to the kitchen part. I feel like that was the ultimate sin. If your cocaine tolerance is down here, excessive use can bring your tolerance up here. Which, according to Wild Saffron, is advice from a non-practicing lawyer. I don't know what she means by that. I feel like you're either a lawyer or you're not. The whole non-practicing thing, like, are you a lawyer? No? Okay. Yes? All right, then.
Are you licensed? No? Well.
Are you allowed to be a lawyer? Can you make it on time for traffic court? These are the questions. It does heal after time. You can have scars that can heal up over 20 years. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I have a scar on my arm over here that's still healing up. That's probably over 20 years old.
I got one in
couple
grade
gouges.
4 that was like this long. It really did tear up my entire upper thigh, and it's still about this big altogether. The deepest bit is still there in scar.
I have this one scar that's in the
Years
front.
ago.
I don't even know what I did, but every once in a while it swells up and it puffs up a lot, and then I gotta work the pus out, and then it goes back down.
Ew.
Dude, it's
See,
a
you could have
joke.
gone so many different ways there. We're
right.
talking about scars, man. Why'd you have to bring the pus into it? That's just
That
ew.
because I thought that was fun. Oh, speaking of which, that thing with never mind.
Hold on. What? I don't want to know.
Yeah, there we go. Mr. Q, it does heal after time. You could have scars. Yeah, we've covered that. All right, so thank you for being here. We've got all 3 chats up. If you say it, I'll see it for sure. I may or may not read it. Johnny has a botched circumcision confirmed. Oh, dude, no. I don't mean to brag, but I am a spice worm all the way. I am.
He's a whole person.
Right?
There's been nothing cut off.
Right? I'm a good old turtlenecker. Like, I don't know. I didn't realize parts ever had to be. Foreskin
Thank
is
you,
sexy.
Lavi.
Foreskin makes it sexy. Sexy sex. Brian the Science. I don't know what that is.
I know
Got
what
to me.
it's. I think I know what it's supposed to be.
The boobs?
No. Think lower.
The pussies?
But I'm not. Yeah.
The pussies got to me. I don't know.
I don't know
Anyway.
what that has to do with any conversation.
You know what? I
is
feel like
I'm
that
trying to-
is that is
like-
a beautiful segue to move right the fuck on.
Oh, no,
I
it
don't
has
want.
nothing to do with pussies.
Oh,
It has to do with other people.
but I don't see those shapes together as a tiny hat. Anyways,
don't either. I thought that was a hug back in the day. Put someone's name in
Oh.
the middle of those, then
Oh,
it's
it's
a
just-
hug.
that's just 2 people who love each other take off their clothes and hug for 5 minutes is all it is. So let's go over. We've got a couple of different things to cover. I've got this one that we'll move to. I was gonna go to. Have you heard about the cheese chase?
Yes.
The cheese chase.
Yes.
All right. So you are aware of the apparently
I'm aware.
the British tradition,
Adults do this.
the annual Gloucestershire cheese roll at Coppers
Yes.
Hill. All right. So
To be fair, they're supposed to have some of the best cheese.
yeah, they might have the best cheese, dude. I don't care. All I know is I check in on it every year because people are retarded and it is the dumbest thing to compete in. And I love watching people race down a hill. But I love, let me be clear. I love
Dumber.
watching perfectly able-bodied people race down a hill to participate in the stupidest event that I can imagine. And their overall prize for this is either A, an overrated wheel of cheese, or B, possible paraplegic life after they break their neck. So I'm like, oh my God, I want to see somebody end up without the use of their legs because they went to chase the cheese. It's just, I'm a horrible person and it makes me enjoy life immensely. So it's
Hoping for others'
it's
demise.
well, not even hoping for others' demise. This is an unforced error. This is one of those things where even when my legs worked, so we got this really steep hill and there's some rocks and stuff that are kind of, embedded amidst the brush of the ground. And we got this really old, heavy, solid wheel of cheese and we're going to roll it down the hill. Who wants it? I'm sorry. This feels like something we did. I feel like this is a scene out of like Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and there should be some knights or something going, no, we make the peasants run for cheese. No, yes, here's your dinner and catch it. And so it's just Brian the Science
Oh my
chasing
God.
the cheese. Is that what we call MS now? No. MS is for people who are smart enough not to chase the cheese. These cheese chasing sons of bitches do not have MS, let's be clear. But they could end up in a wheelchair because, again, they had to chase the cheese. You know, people will say the juice is loose, but I feel like the cheese is a sleaze. All right, we've got a couple of different pictures I was going to open up for this too. Like some people went airborne, man. Like this year's entries.
Yeah.
This year's entries, I feel like they know internet fame has reached this event, and now we're putting up a hell of a front. I don't know where this clip. I think they already rolled the wheel of cheese. People are already taking off. You can see a bunch of people have tumbled over. She's going whole hog. Oh, dude, that lady was legit airborne.
She got air.
That person flew again. I'm sorry. What wheel of cheese? What wheel of... Oh, fuck you. I hate that you can't let me rewind these things.
Have fun cooking your video game stuff, Brian. Have fun.
You bastard. I'm using it from the site, you dick. Don't miss what's happening. I'm already logged in. What do you mean? Log in. Well, I'm not logging in now if you didn't log me in before. All right. Anyways.
Yes.
There we are. Boom. All right. So this is where regret. That's where regret hits you.
It's the next one. It's almost like she does a front handspring, and she doesn't hit land again until down by the cement fence there.
I'm saying this is where she regretted what she's doing. Where boom, and she's like, maybe this isn't worth a wheel of cheese.
Oh, see, I'm thinking she was fine until she's trying to land this one, but there's no land.
Dude, she's not even trying to land this one.
At
this point, she does not even realize she's airborne. She just knows she's off the ground. She doesn't realize how far or where that's going to go.
Exactly. She's not regretting until that point when there's no land underneath where she's expecting land.
I'm wondering if at this point she thought she could stick it.
Me.
Did she think maybe she could stick it? Like, hey, I can land this, and I can
I think she fully expected to land that, except that the land wasn't there.
Yeah.
And that's when she's going, fuck me.
If the ground would have just been there, she would have been fine.
Yeah. It would have been awesome.
Oh, wait, we got another view. Hold on.
Yeah. See? Look. Oh.
All right, it doesn't look as bad from the side, but it still looks horrible.
It doesn't look near as bad, but I still think, looking at the way they did this handspring, they fully expected to land that.
Well, Saffron, lulz, there's a brick wall at the bottom of the hill, right? Just to further put in the point that this is the stupidest event ever. Like, all right, guys, race down a hill. Don't worry, if you lose all control, the brick wall will eventually stop your momentum. Yep. I mean, your bones will be powder. You'll liquefy on the way down. But hey, you might win a wheel of cheese.
And the wild thing is, that
there
other guy closest to us
is. All of this over that little white cylinder right there. That they roll the fucking wheel, and these people are like, it's go time. That dude totally biffed it, hoping for the cheese. At this point, who gets the cheese?
Whoever lands first, I believe.
It sounds like the cheese hit the wall. The winner of the cheese. Again, I don't know if they even wrap it in anything particularly protective. Wow, you've got some great Gloucestershire cheese. It just does not seem worth it. It does not seem worth it. It seems like a ridiculous event. Again, I hate to be this person, but it seems like the kind of thing. Oh, we got a picture of him. Let's open the image in new tab. Boop and boop. So there's our cheese winning chud right there. Dude, it doesn't even have dents.
Not badly wrapped. That's well wrapped.
It's well wrapped, but there's almost no dents in it whatsoever, which means that's a solid fucking piece of cheese.
Piece of cheese, yeah.
Right?
That'll feed a family of 5 for the year back in medieval times.
Yeah. But my point is, this again seems like the world's first version of the Hunger Games. Like, congratulations, chase after a wheel of cheese.
Oh, yeah, Rodent wouldn't have to. They just wait to see who wins it and follows them home to eat it.
Shade for days. It's amazing. No, it is amazing. It's an amazing study. It's an amazing look. It into the stupidity of human nature. This dude has got a wound along his side here.
Oh.
He also has muscles that I refuse to believe are real.
It also looks like underneath that elbow, above and underneath, it looks like he's hurt himself.
Oh yeah, no, he's got his pack.
Looks like he's got road rash.
He's got some he's got some pec pain. Like, look, this dude took a beating for a wheel of cheese, and I'm just saying, it just seems like this whole sport was some sort of sick machination invented by like aristocracy. But no, we'll watch the peasants chase the cheese. Yeah. I would like $5 on the smelly one. My brother Tim always loves to bet on the one with the limp. He thinks it's a game, and he's faking it. Every time, I'm like, no, he's got a limp. He'll put more into it.
I was taking a minute to admire the fine male chest and arms. I did. I was admiring that. You're right. We should take a minute and admire that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you need me to pop off the camera here for? You got to rub one out quick.
No, you were fine. You weren't actually.
You got to make some Velveeta. I get it. You know, liquid gold. All right.
You have to. He's a ginger. He's rather well built. You know. Look, for a British man, he's got great looking teeth. They're all straight and shit.
Oh, so now you gotta have people with perfect teeth. I see how it is. Fucking dick.
I'm just saying, for a British person, he's got his.
You know, some of us just unfortunately have fucking goblin shark teeth, and I don't know why you need to point that out and make us feel very, very conscientious about our jangly fucking jawline. It's weird. It's weird.
I bet.
Is wanting to add Viking gear to the contestants. I like it. I mean, it's weird if you want that. You want him in Viking gear. I wouldn't be opposed to like full armor plate mail running down a hill chasing after a wheel of cheese. Oh look, racist digger. LOL, my teeth are shit.
Sorry, Saint Caesar. But I've got family from South Wales and from London area, not in London, because of course they were never anywhere near wealthy enough to live in that city. But I say that as someone who's got one of the weakest chins in the world, and the only reason my teeth are as straight as they are is because I had to have braces and had my jaw set broken and reset.
There is no past part of Crichton.
Overbite was so bad.
Well, it's comparative, isn't it? All right.
Well, it is comparative. Yes. And Viking gear is definitely sexy. Very, very sexy.
I wouldn't. He's a pikey. I wouldn't call him a gypsy cunt. Why not? You might be understanding. Especially if it comes from a place of love, of course. All right. Anyways, so this next one that I do have to play, because we're getting through the first hour. By the way, we are going till 3:30, everybody. Or 4. Wait, we usually go to 4:30, right? 1 to 2, 2 to 3. 3 to 4:30. Yeah, 4:30. God, I can't remember. Dude, antibiotics are weird because I have not smoked a shit ton of weed. In fact, that's one of the fun things about my whole reprieve in the hospital and stuff is it stretched out my supply because I stopped. Like, I love when they're like, so what medications are you on? Like, well, I've been having this difficulty with my doctor and this disagreement with my doctor. So on thorough, time and analyzation of medications I took, I've pretty much cut out everything but, like these 2 pills and marijuana. They're like, okay, great. And I'm like, so what about, so they're like, we'll make sure to get you your pills. And I'm like, okay, what about the weed? Like, that's weird. Hospitals are like, so do you use the marijuana medicinally? Yeah. All right, we're going to make sure that we can keep all your prescriptions going while you're in the hospital. What about the marijuana one? Ha. Dicks. Yeah. They're pissed at me because I'm asking for rolling papers. Fucking assholes. If you'd roll my doobie for me, I wouldn't have to.
You gotta.
I'm hitting the call light because I'm trying to explain to the nurse. And like, look, I got a Bob Marley bet that I'm about to light here, and I need that window to open.
No, if they were supplying your medical marijuana, they'd be like the most toothpick of toothpicks. There'd be nothing but like stems and shake. It would be nothing but shaken stems and these little toothpick things.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, I grew up weed poor. You know what we would call that? Shake and bake. You smoke that shake, you're going to pay.
No.
Horrible bad jokes.
Shake is for baking. Shake is not for smoking. I always get a headache when I smoke shake.
I have smoked. I have done so many horrible things in the name of continuing to keep the THC drip going that I am ashamed. That's why I have no problem saying.
You ever sucked cock for weed?
No. I firmly believe if it's an activity that I'd be willing to suck a dick to do it, then I'm not going to try or find out that I'm into it, because I don't want to do that. I want to suck a dick. And anyways, so yeah, no, as I was saying though, I'm fine with firm on telling people like, no, marijuana is a drug. People who use it are drug users. You can be responsible. Being a responsible drug user is something we need to really help people understand is a thing. Atomic Ray with 5 gifted subscriptions over on Rumble. Thank you. I'll have to check where if we have a Rumble buyout, because we probably do have one coming along the pipe. If we have a Rumble buyout, then we're going to end up kicking that goal right out for the month anyway. So that is awesome. Do not miss stems and seed bags, the Schaefer days. I don't either. Yeah. I don't miss stems and seed bags. Here's what I do miss. I miss buying weed and having to use my ferret to proof it. Like back in the day, I don't mean to brag, but back in the day I used to buy some, how shall we say, larger amounts. And when you did, you want to make sure that nobody was fucking with you. It wasn't moldy or whatever. That was good quality stuff. And so some people, sometimes in the area I was in, sometimes you had to worry about people dousing their stuff, putting different things in it. Yeah. To help, because it back in the day, a lot of it was ditch weed, and you got to be like, no, this is how we make it better, is we gas it with this, that, or the other, right? Well,
I can't imagine.
My ferret loved the fucking stems. My ferret would eat the stems like goddamn like fucking chew treats.
Sounds like a lot of.
Thank you, Fettuccine.
Hello, Fettuccine,
for the 100 bits. Thank you very much. Welcome to the show. Welcome back. We're glad to be back. It's been a hot minute. But yeah, so my ferret, Mackenzie, used to pull
I know you are, but what am I?
Oh, that smells good.
Yeah, it does. So he'd pull the stems out and he'd chew on them. If he didn't want to chew on the stems, I didn't want the weed. That was the rule that I started following. And it never led me astray. It's
interesting.
He's not interested in eating the stems, then I'm not interested in smoking the weed. That's kind of the way of it. I know you have what I thank you. Who was that? Oh, 2 from Fettuccine El Poo Poo with the 200 bits. Thank you for all that support again. That's how we keep this lovely program moving through our daily goals, which again are currently on $45 for this Friday. We'll see where we land with that. We might and probably have a Rumble buyout coming along that could end up just nixing the whole goddamn thing. So anything that comes in on YouTube, Twitch, all that gets added up tomorrow. We'll figure that all out. I've got this one here we'll go to. This is that Tim Hortons thing. Now,
okay.
Now I know Los Federales is comedian. Maybe is Canadian. I know Los Federales is Canadian. You are. Do you want to explain to people what maybe has happened with Tim Hortons, especially recently?
Oh, good Lord. So Tim Hortons is not the only company in Canada to make use of this little loophole.
But they're one of the bigger ones, I think.
But they're one of the bigger ones. If you are Canadian, you may have noticed over the last 5 years or so, more and more of the people who work at Tim Hortons is the example, but many places are from foreign countries and may not be able to speak English or understand the orders that they are taking. They also may or may not understand the idea of food safe and cleaning containers between filling them with creamer and stuff.
I think you're just being racist.
You may have noticed.
It just sounds like
service in general and food safe in specifics has gone down considerably in the last 5 years. Well, it's interesting because there's this neat little loophole in Canada law.
You're going to spoil it all, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah, we'll
if you hire
play
someone,
this guy's thing. We'll play this guy's thing.
yeah, we'll play this. Yeah, it's
This
a neat little loophole.
This is Where Cooked News on TikTok.
Yes.
All right,
yes.
Where Cooked News on TikTok. He's going to put it all very neatly into perspective. It's now Tajma Hortons, says Los Federales.
Yeah.
Tajma Hortons?
Yeah.
Tajma Hortons.
Tajma Hortons. Yes.
I do like his shirt.
Yeah.
He does. I think he says that he's selling the shirt. Or that,
yes.
or people.
Yes. We're Cooked News. I only find him on clips on YouTube. I don't have TikTok.
Yeah,
but I've found
either.
his stuff before, and he
I do like the shirt.
Giggle.
All right, let's go ahead and hit play. He'll explain the whole horrible situation. Boom.
Tim Hortons just dropped a new merch line, and in a bold move, they actually used a Canadian guy to model it. Not very on brand. Because, let's be honest, Chad here, he'll sell the shirt, sure. But he'd never get hired to wear the headset and hairnet. Why? Because Chad's not a Timmigrant. He's Canadian, which means no 30% government rebate on his salary. You can buy the shirt, Chad, but you can't work here. You don't speak the language, and you're not on a sponsored visa. Tim Hortons wants to sell you the Canadian dream, they just don't want to hire it. And if Tim Hortons wants to buy the design I'm wearing, I'll ship the order out wrong, in solidarity with the 19-year-old behind the counter who got my black coffee order wrong. This has been Logan Tinfoil with We're Cooked News, like the video. Then share and follow so I can afford one of these shirts that says Heritage while the country gets outsourced.
All right, now the only thing I don't like about this guy is that it seems like it's all AI. That voice. This is AI crack. Unanswered Oddities, Episode 2, Religion.
Unanswered Oddities?
I don't know.
I don't know who Unanswered Oddities.
Yeah, either way, that guy's thing is AI, so I'm not a big fan of that. But that if the information is true, then that's all that matters.
Yeah, the
is
point
what he's
is
saying wrong? The Timmigrant shirt and the whole thing is
no.
Yeah.
Large companies, if they can prove that there are no local people willing or able to fulfill the position that they are hiring for, they are then allowed to farm out to foreign countries like, say, India, seems to be a favorite. They get to hire out there and bring people from there here, and they just get fast-tracked to become a resident so that they can work for these companies, and the companies only have to pay 30% of the wages because the government subsidizes the rest of it.
Would they be interested in
hire...
do they want to subsidize a cripple?
Oh.
Because that can make my moving thing easier. What?
Yeah, as I was speaking and you were saying, this could work in our favor. Because you're a foreigner. We could get you a job at Timmy Ho's.
Free donuts!
This could work. This could work.
Actually, yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. Let's look into it. If they'll pay to move me. Fiery Red Podcast. Hey. Good to see you, Fiery Red.
How you...
Welcome, Fiery. We're having a good time. I'm having fun. We're doing a show for another 2.5 hours. We did not have a show yesterday, which you knew because you saw me in Final Fantasy. Spoiler alert, I am addicted to that game, and I'm probably going to be in Final Fantasy Online after I get done with my show today. So, suck a dick. It's funny, but it's also really weird. All right, maybe, perhaps, mostly different.
Oh, sorry. Wild is saying, no, Johnny, you have the wrong skin color. Guess, Wild, but this is Canada, and he has legs that don't work.
Right?
So it's victimhoods over here, and that'll be enough, I think, especially if he still only has to be paid 30% of his wage from the company that hires him.
I'm a linguini Polish person with 100% natural sausage. It's got to count for something, right? I'm a linguini-legged Polish person with 100% natural sausage. That's all I'm saying. Hire me. It's not even that. I don't even want to work for Timmy Ho's. I just really like the idea that it's like, no, we'll fast track moving you into this country if it means somebody else gets $30. Like, hey, and it'll work on both sides because I don't speak French, so I don't speak the language. but I speak
There you
English,
go. See?
so I can understand the
There you
order.
go. Yeah. Well, you're not necessarily wanting to understand the order, but you can pretend to not understand. I mean, that's easy enough to do.
I really like the idea of living in Canada just for someone who's like staunchly French Canadian. Just be like, parlez-vous français? And I'll look at them like, no, sorry, I prefer women. It's just always the way I've wanted to answer that question. No pasta heritage. Fire Red says, Johnny doesn't speak surrender. What is this, World War II? Somebody holding a grudge? Jesus. But yeah, no, I'd take it if it made this whole thing happen faster. Although I would very much not be okay with not hanging out with my little kid.
Well, yes.
Now I'm getting sleepy. God damn those freaking antibiotics. Yeah. I'm going to take another dose after the show, and I'm just going to be like, just pass out. All right, so we have a couple of stories left to get to here. The man attacked at the we did the cheese roll, so let's close that off of there. We have the man attacked at the Vegas punk show. When you see his shirt, you'll be like, oh, I can't imagine why anyone flipped out over that. It just looks like
at a punk show.
Yeah, at a punk show. So we'll show that one in a bit. I kind of want to go to this first because you didn't know about this.
People at a punk show. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. You've got now. My brain is stuck on the.
Yeah, we'll get you there. Don't worry.
What kind of shirt would you have to wear to piss off a punk?
Baiting. Anyways,
I know.
So
damn it.
This is for those who aren't aware. This is the British. This is the maple syrup Parliament, right? This is.
Yes.
This is old log cabin where it's all made. So for if you're listening and not watching, King Charles.
This is not the Parliament room where we do our day-to-day parliamentary work. This
right,
is
but
a
this
special
is the
room
Parliament.
It's empty.
It's empty.
99% of its life, it's been empty.
Right. Because those chairs are only for British royalty who don't live in this country. Anyways, so
who rarely visit, yeah.
So yes, these guys are here to open up the Parliament. This is a
It's been closed since January 16th.
Yeah.
Last year or this year, just as an aside, we're heading into June very quickly. It's been closed since January. Our government has been closed since January.
Well,
just as a reminder, in case no one's paying attention. Yeah.
So to set up this video, the Parliament's been closed in January. It has not been opened yet, and that's why King Tweed here came over so he could do that. Now, do you remember a video we played a while ago where they were talking about some missing children? I believe it was a Mountie or a police officer lady of some sort.
Are we talking about the two from Nova Scotia who have been missing for nearly a month?
Possibly.
Are we talking about the Indian residential school children who turned out not to be
no. You get
bodies?
Woods through the trees with you, man. No. The part about the other two children that you were upset about when we covered the video before was that there were kids missing and there was actual stuff to talk about. But the lady started with a land acknowledgement. Yes. I give you the King of England while opening Canada's Parliament.
I would like to acknowledge that we are gathered on the unceded territory of the Algonquin and the Shinabeg people. This land...
So give it back, you upper crusty crumpety fuck! Like, if you don't have the deed, to Canada, who the fuck does? I don't like this, like, I am the Lord and overseer of the British Isles, and I would like to open your parliament by acknowledging that a long time ago, a bunch of white people came here and took it from a bunch of not white people, and I'm not going to change any of that. Granted, I have the authority, but I'm going to take, like, dude, really? Your parliament's been closed for 6 months. How about you just get back to the business of opening the Canadian Parliament? But the fact that the leader of Britain decides that he's going to come to Canada and start the opening of the Canadian Parliament with this acknowledge, like, nobody, forgive me if I'm wrong, nobody's actually done anything for the remaining native tribe. Have they given any of the land back? Any sort of, so it's just kind of this weird, empty, like, virtue signal. Hey, I remember that white people, historically speaking, dicks, land grabbing dicks.
My ancestors showed up and did horrible things to you. And it was his ancestors specifically
Yeah,
who sent people to do the
I don't know if you know
things.
this or not, buddy, but but if you go back down the line, and your family really liked keeping their records. If you go back down the line, I feel it was some of your ancestors that were like, "Hey, Columbus, hop on a boat."
Yeah,
it's just,
like you Americans like to talk about your reparations. This is a reparation that you could actually follow legally and historically. You can follow the trail right back to his ancestors.
but he's
This is
sitting in the
best
Canadian
case
Parliament.
for reparations ever.
He's sitting in the Canadian Parliament. I'd like to acknowledge that we are sitting on the land that my family stole from the Algonquin tribe. Like, the only way that this gets better is if after I hit play, he pulls like a fucking, like, Mr. Burns, like, Smithers. Like,
Yes.
like evil hand thing. Because I'm sorry,
Yes.
like, I don't believe this bullshit, nor do I think it's relevant, important, or does anything to right any sort of wrong when it's done by just anybody. But when it's literally done by the descendant of the people who had their hand on the, well, we could take this entire continent for us. And they did, and to be fair, that wasn't just Canada and the Americas. They did that on the entire goddamn planet. Like, they just went everywhere like, no, we've got a flag. This now belongs to us. Like, but we've been living here. To quote Eddie Izzard, but do you have a flag? It's one of my favorite Eddie Izzard jokes. He's like, we just decided we'd start conquering everything. We just came over to new countries, and we just like, and here we are. We plant the flag for England. Excuse me, pardon me. This is my home. No, it isn't. It's ours now. But I live here. But do you have a flag? So Lexi just getting here. I'm here. Did I miss the start of the show? I mean, kind of, like you usually do, but it is, as always, the show is effervescent. It's Chef believes that the beauty in his dishes is in their ephemeral nature. So anyways, the point is, you're here in the perfect time for you. Since you are just joining us, we're watching the King of England open the Canadian Parliament with an acknowledgement that Canada took its land from the native tribes of the Algonquin people, which, again, is something that I would find annoying if it weren't for the fact that he is literally the direct descendant of the people responsible for going, hey, how about we just take the land from the Algonquin people? They'll take it for a whole bunch of blankets and fucking and some tallow. Oh, sweet. Let's do this.
Is a recognition of shared history as a nation, while continuing to deepen my own understanding. It is my great hope that...
Oh, here. Let me deepen your understanding for you. You got ass cancer. You don't have a whole lot of time. Your ancestors went around the entire... And by ancestors, I mean like your grandfather's grandfather's grandfather, like your family. Your family went around the entire planet, and via proxy, meaning other people, they literally went, hey, go take that for me. Like the whole thing. In fact, you had what was known as an empire that went as far as to places as, believe this, fucking China. There's a place in China called Beijing, and to this day, Beijing and China don't get along very well because Beijing got raised by Britain in an empire that had certain freedoms, and China became a communist people's republic, which said freedom. What's that word mean? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Hong Kong. I'm wrong. Not Beijing. Hong Kong. Thank you, Brian. I am retarded. Johnny, why'd you give me your tech problems, for fuck's sake? I didn't give you my tech problems. The tech problems existed. It's just now we both have them.
The point was they went
Don't-
around planting
don't tell
flags all over hell
tell
and
him.
made themselves the
I rubbed my
owners
computer on
of
his
the
computer.
land that never, the sun never sets.
I gave him my digital cooties. I was like,
Good. Maybe he can keep them. My stuff, knocking on wood, my stuff's been a little bit better. So maybe the ones you took from me.
I
you've
wore
given to
some of
him.
his broadbands and I put them back in the drawer.
that in each of your communities.
All right. That is the stupidest joke in Why I Love the Show. I wore his broadband and I put it back in the drawer. God, I love me. Hong Kong and China is like Israel and Palestine. No one cares about them. Hashtag. I disagree with you immensely, Saint Caesar. I care a lot about Hong Kong because I root for Hong Kong continually. Hong Kong's fervent fight of becoming part of the Chinese Communist Party in the sense of like all the restrictions and the rules they have is the closest thing to people to a natural uprising in China that you'll ever see. And they're losing that battle, by the way. Slowly but surely. China, the CCP just strangling more and more. Weird how when there were a lot of people in Hong Kong, I can't believe I said Beijing now. That's like the capital of China, isn't it? Anyways, but it's weird how all those people in Hong Kong were really like fervently protesting China and a lot of things that the Chinese regime is and has been doing. And then all of a sudden a really benign cold broke out and we pretended it was a pandemic. Strange.
I remember that.
Hong Kong got screwed years ago. Guys, that was like 5 years ago when Hong Kong got fucked over. You need to worry about Taipei.
Taiwan. Not just Taipei. We got to worry about all of Taiwan.
Oh, we have to worry about all of Taiwan because Taiwan is literally one where it's like, we don't want to be China. We're our own country. And China's going, yeah, but we don't care. Like, I view if the world sits back and watches China take Taiwan, we officially get to declare, like, Canada ours. Like, just because who cares? Like, what, is somebody going to fight about it?
Well, there's rumors that we're willing to become America if you'll allow us to be covered by your golden dome. Just as an aside.
Well, I wouldn't call it a golden dome. Let's just say purple-headed custard chucker is a little bit more accurate. But and I'm proud.
Not what we were talking about. Okay. Shade for days. I will not call it because whatever I say, it will not happen. I'm going to ruin it. You don't jinx it. We're in the freaking playoffs, man. Playoffs.
What are you, a Minnesota fan now? All right.
No,
so
I'm Oilers all the way.
Yeah, but my point is, you don't jinx it during the playoff. The whole like jinx it. Like, look, I
don't think that's specific to one or two teams. I think it's a generalization that you just don't jinx it. You don't say the S word. You don't call it beforehand when you're in a series or something like the Cup. You know, it's things you just don't do. Don't cut your hair. Don't shave your face. Or legs. You know, it's things you don't do. 'Cause it'll jinx.
Single-eyed sludge shooter. Those are all S words.
It's there.
Anyways, so, yes, for days. No, dude. Like, here's the thing. I've watched sports a while, both as a Minnesotan and just a person, and I've decided, in my experience, the best thing to do as a sports fan is to abandon all hope, because you can always cry.
I did.
Tears
That's why
of joy.
That's why I'm a Canucks fan. We will never win a cup. We never have. We never will. We will always.
If you'd learn how to play hockey, it'd go a lot better for you. Anyways.
Well, we play great hockey. We just don't play it well in Vancouver.
Right. And
right. They can go off.
How many of them cup holders you got to prove that wonderful hockey you play over there? Over there in the Canucks.
We don't have to prove it. We've already proven it. Look at how many Canadians there are playing hockey in the NHL.
Yeah, that's.
Or at least 50% of the players in the NHL are Canadian.
That's like, congratulations. You're like Africa taking like credit for the NBA or football. Like, what do you want? Who cares?
We care.
All right.
Our government sucks. Give us something.
All right. I don't know if there's anything left to play to this, but yeah. So just really, really funny. We'd like to acknowledge, and I'm doing my own part to learn. Yes, because, any day now, sir. You've only been on this planet for the better part of a century. Why not pick up a history book?
And collectively as a country, a path is found toward truth and reconciliation.
There is no reconciliation. There is literally no reconciliation unless you are going to undo borders and take now, what would we call them? Naturalized people who have grown up and have a heritage in an area, and then ostensibly move them somewhere else and stick the people that are there back into that area and leave them twisting to their own devices. There's no fixing it at this point. It happened a couple hundred years ago. You can't I'm sorry, my friend, you can't unfuck that pig. You can't unsee it once you've seen it, can you? No, it's Nightmare Food. It'll be with me forever. Oh boy. Yeah, dude, so I'm sorry. It's so empty and, I hate it just because it's such bullshit. But the fact that it's bullshit coming from the people who actually did it. England gave Canada a king who said, "We took the native people's land. My bad." Digger, don't forget the Yukon Northwest Territories. The Detroit Lions will never win a Super Bowl. Maybe, I don't know. Here's the Super Bowl suck. They were cool for 5 minutes for the commercials. Now the commercials are lame and gay. The halftime show became unironically cool, and then they leaned into it and they ruined it. Now it's just cringy. Ever since Tittygate, where I believe they planned to have Justin Bieber pop out Janet Jackson's titty. Yeah,
fully planned.
Popped out Janet Jackson's titty. There's one. There's a weird one. Yep. What was the aim for that? Nah. And I want to know about, and by the way, Janet, nice tit. Thank you for putting that on display. But what was the aim there? I would have loved it if she were nursing and then he did that and then she squirted somebody in the audience. I like that you just literally you thought I made you picture something and you went ew, and I was just right, it's fun, it's playful. Okay, or torture. I mean, pick a word.
You guys are Lions. You should start cheering for the BC Lions as opposed to the Detroit Lions. Our BC Lions win an awful lot.
The before
more
Christ Lions, the Lions predating Catholicism and the established word. I understand. I like the AD Lions myself. I'm an AD Lions guy, but
silly. No,
only because the AD Lions ate Jews.
The BC Lions ate Christians because the Romans ran them. And they win a lot more. I won't say all the time, but a lot more often than the Detroit Lions win.
Define
so
football.
If you want to cheer
Are you talking about that thing where they have a ball and they kick it with their feet, which is called football for some stupid reason, as opposed to that game where they don't kick the ball with their feet and the ball's actually an oblong and it's called football because that makes way more sense?
I'm talking about football where you run around with it in your hand and you toss it to each other down and then you try and put it through the fork.
Yeah, football.
That football.
That football.
Yeah.
Still no understanding on why they call it football. It would have been better for American rugby. American rugby be far more accurate than football. Be more accurate, I feel like football was just to say, you know what? Fuck for third world countries. You don't get to have your own sport. We're going to take your sport, play it completely differently than it's intended, make it something wholly other than what it actually is. And then, hundreds of years from now, it will be so successful that our failed sports teams in football will send you football jerseys that you can wear to your football games, and they're two totally different things. Fuck them. The point is, friends
I
don't
just
let
think
friends go
you
out
guys
dressed
were
up
really
as the LA
ballsy
Rams.
when you renamed the sport. You guys were really ballsy when you renamed the entire sport, and the rest of the world just kind of had to go along.
The Nether Knight seems to be on your side. I do have to admit the CFL rules are far cooler than the NFL. I don't know about that.
You've got
I
a
don't care enough
larger
on either.
football field as well. There's a few things difference between CFL and NFL. It's I almost said
Mussolini
NHL,
Diff
'cause the
and
only
me are
one I
on the
watched.
same page. He says, now I want to be a king or some leader of a country where it is socially progressive to remind people that you took land from people, but you aren't giving it back, right? Like, that's how I want to be like, I'd like to start this session of Congress by acknowledging that the many tribes of the Americas lost their land to the people that then founded this great nation. Neener, 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 suck my wiener, no take backsies. Like, that's the
Great granddad.
like, unless you're gonna be like, I want you to be real about it, because unless you're actually going to effing do something, and there, by the way, spoiler alert, there is literally nothing you can do, because
Well, and
the
that's
people
thing.
affected
That's why this
are dead.
acknowledgement is
The
so
people who
stupid.
caused the effect also dead. The after effects have been something we've been dealing with. It's like saying, you know what? The nuclear bomb would like to apologize to Japan for irradiating it. Like, that's the same level of effect as this land acknowledgement crap. That's like going, no, you know, Fat Boy, when he blew up and he kind of, I don't know, vaporized a small population of Japanese people, the bomb would like to apologize. Oh, is it going to remove any of the radiation? No. Is it going to undo anything, change anything? No. But we took a moment to say, hey, I crispified like a third of your country. Like, yeah, no, actually, now when you say it that way, it seems more insensitive than anything.
My government will, for here on out, always open all
It's a
governmental occasions acknowledging that we stole the land from the Native American tribes.
It's rubbing
here
people's
before us.
face in it.
And it's like exactly. It's neener neener.
Neener, you can't have it back. All right, so I don't even think I'm going to get to this one. I might save it for tomorrow. Harvard Medical School one.
Okay.
For the organs of black market, because it's a rip and read, and we've done a couple of those.
Yeah.
We've had some fun, and I'm sure a few people, yourself included, want to know. I teased this earlier. A person at a punk rock bowling concert in Las Vegas. I don't know what punk rock bowling is, but
Yeah. I missed the bowling part last
a punk rock bowling concert in Las Vegas. Now, they're saying Nazi, and I'm hearing that this guy's shirt is not, in fact, a Nazi slogan. It's just an old school bike logo that very often gets confused for that. But here we go. Jack Black, not very popular. I mean, you've got the Iron S. I'm sorry. The fucking SS. The Iron SS. And to his credit, he's like, yeah, what are you going to do about it? There's a whole lot of people that aren't cool with it.
Yeah.
And then there's just one large lady and a couple other chicks that apparently, yeah, she's feeling ballsy enough to push him because he's not going to punch a lady.
Mm-hmm.
Weird that she qualifies. I want to change those rules, just for the record. I don't.
Oh, yeah, honestly, if a girl hauls off and starts hitting on a dude, it's just ridiculous. But at this point, if they're going to be that stupid,
I feel like I just want to say,
someone hauls off and hits them back, it's not.
Well, even
I don't think they're in the wrong.
Like, this is, and maybe I'm a misogynist, but this is where it's like, if she were a tiny little Barbie doll of a person, I'd be like, swing to your heart's content, ma'am. You can't do a damn thing. Did you see Mech Robot fighting in a ring? Yeah, dude, don't worry about it. But in this particular case, my point is, I feel like, man or woman, if you are a pear-shaped person and you instigate, fair fucking game. Just in general. I don't know. I'm saying your gender doesn't apply when you fit a certain physical category. Just because, look, I don't care whether you're a man or a woman. That's mass. And just by luck, you might find a way to put all of that mass behind that fist. And that's going to ruin that guy's day. So I'm saying that guy has a right to defend himself from this particular boulder. But if a Barbie doll's throwing herself at him and the most she can do is, hit him with a stiff breeze, I feel like we need as a society to understand there should be a gradient scale because some of these bitches are bigger and some of them are smaller. Like that's this. And by the way, this is the unwritten rule of dudes. Like Sylvester Stallone walks up to you, you might wet your pants. Kevin Hart walks up to you, hey, what's good? You're not feeling intimidated, all right? You're not throwing on that guy. Come on. Oh, you little hairy Lou Retton. God, I love that Deadpool movie. All right, So, all right, a lot of people punching, pushing, kicking. I love the security guards failing to do anything. Everybody's very upset with him because people are so intelligent. They saw the shirt and immediately went, oh, he's a Nazi. And firstly, that particular shirt, whether it's a classic biker symbol or not, you do know you got to be asking for that. That'd be like if I went to a fucking concert like this and I wore a 100% Digger Lover shirt that I need to order.
Yeah.
I'm doing that after the show right in front of you. Just remind me. I'm ordering my merch after the show right in front of you because it needs to get here soon because I want to wear that shirt on Aaron's show.
I think Fiery has the right idea. Fiery Red Podcast is saying equal fights, equal rights. And I think that's the best rule of thumb. If you're willing to lay hands on someone, you need to be willing to have someone lay their hands back on you.
Right, but I'm just saying there's...
Male or female.
But I'm saying in general, there's levels of threat that you can detect.
No, there's definitely levels of threat. And if you've got some skinny mini trying to beat you up, it's funny, it's silly, and you just push her away a little bit and it's and it's done. But either which way, if you're willing to put hands on someone else in a violent manner, you automatically use your right or lose the right to complain when they lay their hands on you. Man or woman. Period.
Well, I'm just saying in general, Mr. Q's putting it in very, very much less. So hit the fat chicks. No, I'm not saying go out and do it. I'm saying if they come to you looking to start something, then, feel free. I'm saying feel free to finish it. That's all I'm saying. God knows if you don't, they will. They're not used to leaving a full plate. God, I'm a dick, but it's fun. All right. All right. So this guy, again, fucking punchy party all around. Someone else saying, I think, it was Mr. Q. It's an Iron Cross. It's World War I. Well, either way, the guy's particular shirt is a biker shirt. I don't know. This video is fuzzy, so I'm going to see if the story I was linking through this had an actual picture of the dude's shirt. Here we go. This is the best that we can get. It's Gillette. It's Diego Choppers, and I can't even read. Dago Choppers.
Get it right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Great. It sounds way better.
After you look at what kind of emblems they're using.
But this is again something where people see this and immediately go, "Oh, that's Nazi stuff. We have to violently hate it."
And what does that symbol have to do with Dagos or bikers?
I have no idea. Really? Let's find out.
I think they're
Is the guy really a Nazi, or do these people just beat up a guy for wearing a motorcycle shop T-shirt? Yeah, it's the second one. The man's T-shirt logo was identified as advertising the Dago Choppers, a self-effacing nickname chosen by the Italian founders of Venice Choppers, a motorcycle shop in Venice, California, once associated with the Hells Angels. Dago Choppers burned down in the 90s, and the business no longer exists. But it was an iconic brand throughout the 70s and 80s. You can still find old clothes and merch for sale on the internet.
Interesting. Good to know.
I might be a horrible person, but depending on the price, I would totally, if it fit, I would pay that. Just saying.
Sure you would, because you're in a wheelchair, so you'd be leaning.
Dude, that'd be hilarious. That'd be hilarious. No, no. That's why it's even funnier, because I'm leaning against the back of it all the time, and people are feeling super, super sympathetic for me, and then I have to throw my wheelchair into the back of my car and climb along the side of my car to get into the front, and the whole time, all they see is the back. because then at that point it's nothing but the back, and they're like, "Oh, this guy's a piece of shit." Like, that's my other fun thing about this shirt. I keep pointing out to people, like I told Aaron this morning, I wear this shirt. It says these colors don't run, and I wear this shirt. I pointed it out even to my barber. I was like, yeah, no, I wear this shirt not because I'm patriotic. No, because I wear it because I'm a cripple and I don't run. So of course these colors don't run. Doesn't matter what colors they are. And so she's laughing. She's like, dude, that's hilarious. I'm like, I know, right? I love irony. That's why my aftershave is Adidas moves. It's all good. Anyways, yeah, no, dude, that's cool looking though. I don't call me a bitch after watching Sons of Anarchy, but I want a cut, man. I want to earn a cut, but I don't.
Are you willing to earn it?
No. No, I'm not. Because
need to do
actually,
to
here's
earn
why I'm really not willing to earn it. I've seen a real biker gang in real life and real prospects in real life, and I've seen what they go through. And I'm not saying like demeaning or anything like that. No. Just literally the pecking order of no matter what, like everybody else is above you on the chain. I'm just like, that would suck.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Yeah.
I didn't go to college like most people did. I went to a semester. And then life happened, and so I'm like, yeah, no, I don't think that's for me. That's why I wouldn't work in the military, because they'd be like, drop and give me 20, and I'd be like, sir, do you have change for a 50? I've heard from many a military veteran that I would not do well in the military.
No, probably
in
not.
fact, to quote one of the military veterans I know, he when I told him how I would behave in many of the stories he told, he said, yeah, you're the kind of guy that we'd introduce to a suit or to a pillowcase full of soap in the middle of the night.
Shut up.
Oh,
Sleep
wrong
with
button.
me. Come on, why won't you sleep with me?
That's for later. Anyways, so this next one here that we have, we'll do a little fun stuff. We've got 2 hours left in the program. Thank you for joining us. Woo. Everything we earn today goes towards Friday's goal, which is somewhere under $45, because we've made some money on Twitch, and I'm going to share the direct pays if you want to go through that. We did have merch come in and kick our goal down last week or the week before. I forget which one it was.
Nice.
So that was super duper awesome. So just remember, if you do order the merch stuff, it does eventually come through, and we knock that straight off the goal when we know how much we're
Wild
getting.
is making a very good suggestion. You should see if Rumble has any ad reads specifically for tracksuits and shoes. You can do ad reads on for Rumble.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a bunch of friends who do it and make decent coin.
I'm gonna have to
parameters that you have to do for sure.
Yeah, no, I have to talk to Aaron. He did that, and other people have done that, where you have to set it up.
Apparently it's fairly lucrative.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to look into that. That might not be a bad idea.
And it's really fun watching my friends try and work those ad reads into whatever topic we're covering.
I'll have fun with I'll have a buttload of fun with the ad reads thing. The ad reads thing will be great. You know what I gotta do? Like, if you get any say in it, I gotta find ad reads for like jerky and shit. That'll work really nicely for me. I'll be like, hey, go buy this meat. You wouldn't qualify for the military, Johnny. Well, not now, Reds Cooper. Duh. Literally, my brother went to AIT, which is either advanced infantry training or advanced whatever training. I think I might have had it wrong with infantry. Anyways, he went to his secondary training as a soldier, and when he went in for that, I went into the hospital with MS for the first time. So the trajectory difference. But before that, I was planning to join the military after him, after I let him work it out. NVIDIA earnings report is today at 4:15. Time to make money. Good for you, Los Federales. Good for you. All right, well, enough cockfuckery.
I hope he can make money for himself as much as he makes money for his clients. Like, I hope you're doing... People do... I don't know how the laws work with that. Like, are you able to... I know in the States, The people who make the laws on the trading are also allowed to trade.
Mr.
You're not in
Q,
that kind of power, but because you work in that industry, are you allowed to trade your own stuff as
you
well?
were right the
I
first
thought-
time in advanced inventory training. Wow, that's incredibly
Okay.
disrespectful to the soldiers. Inventory. These are people, goddammit. Anyways, I think he meant
Los
infantry.
Federales is also very, very happy that he knows that he is the reason why the shut up sequence even exists, and he is, and we thank you. It became the opening for our song or for our show.
Yeah, it really did. It really did. All right, why is this a little oversized? Whatever.
Best thing about Rumble Reads, no advertising for anything gay. Yeah. I mean, overall, they're just, it's not a big deal. Not hard to do.
Yeah, no, I
And
think I just
some
have
of
to
my
set up.
friends are having fun with them.
I think I have to
It's
do
a
like
Rumble.
Studio
It's a
thing.
Rumble studio thing.
Yeah, I have to set up Rumble
Something to do
Studio.
with using the Rumble Studio.
Yeah, I
specifically.
figure out how to do that, and then, like I said, I'll throw that
I'm
in
still
there.
waiting for my friends to. And I've got friends who use it, and I'm waiting for them to say, "Okay, yeah, now it's working right," and then I'll swap over.
I can trade
Especially
anything
now, I've
I
got like
want,
a year of.
as I don't
StreamYard.
have access to insider info. Yeah, as long as he doesn't have inside information,
Okay,
and he doesn't actually own the stocks he's trading.
of 20% or more in any publicly. Okay, interesting. Good to
Yeah,
know.
he doesn't own the companies of the
Good to
stocks
know.
he's trading, and so
Yeah.
it's all good. All right.
Nice.
So we have this. Apparently, the I don't know if it's because of the forest fires and the wildfires and everything else, but the San Diego Humane Society is caring for a black bear cub, one of the youngest they've ever had. So just as a little something different, everybody, prepare for a cute little animal video. This is how they're taking care of the black bear cub. It's
Aw.
approximately a 2-month-old cub. It's just a little
Aw.
bear. And they have they have a
Happy
dude,
mom.
they have a dude in a black bear costume just chilling. The black bear cub needs enrichment sessions, so each day, which includes staff dressed in bear suits. Dude, how much fun with it? All right, put on the bear suit and go
Yeah.
play with the bear cub.
Yeah.
One, you have
Yes,
to.
please.
It's got to be dangerous, I imagine. Like it's a little tiny bear cub.
Okay.
What if he murders you?
I don't care.
That is a giant man destroying machine in cat form. Because of his age and condition, the cub will likely need to remain in care for up to a year. For up to a year, dude, this bear is going to be very people friendly. There's no way this bear does not become way too people friendly. So that's going to get that bear
It depends
dead.
on how they do it. It won't be able to go out for at least a year, but that doesn't mean it's going to be living in an environment like that.
But that lady doesn't
playing-
speak bear, man. He goes
No,
out
I
and
know,
starts
but-
talking bear. That bear's not going to know what to do. Oh, we got another video. You want
As
to
soon
see?
as he doesn't need mom for living, he can be put into larger enclosement
Enclosements
with
Okay.
other bears.
You want
other
more
bears.
bear footage? Would you
It-
be
that
able
was
to bear
pretty
more
freaking
bear footage?
adorable. The bears are freaking adorable. Just saying.
Well, I told you I have a cat that looks like a little bear, so I know what you mean. That's just a cute little bear.
I know.
Speaking of cats, hey Tag. Oh no, she
Aw,
knocked over my
hello.
bowl. Hello, Tagra. Tagra, the audience has missed you. Mm. So yeah, he's just a
Hello.
cute little bear. He's just a fluffy little bear. See, I wouldn't be able to like hang out with this bear and not just play with him constantly. Not like a mommy
Yeah.
bear. I'd just be like, oh, I'm playing with this bear, and that poor bear doll is getting the fucking crap beat out of it.
Oh wow, that's the thing. They wouldn't be hiring weirdo furries for this job because they'd have to have the same behavior as the mama bear, right?
Well, they might not be
They couldn't
hiring
go in there
weirdo
and be
furries,
weirdo
but
furries. They couldn't
congratulations.
be.
Your day job right now is to be a weirdo furry because you're playing with the bear in a bear costume.
Yeah, no, it's different. You're not doing it for sexual pleasure. You're doing it specifically to replace a mother bear. I don't know. It's different. It's
Yeah, but what
different. There's
happened
no
to Mama
sexy.
Bear? I feel like Mussolini Diff's on the right trend here. If we follow the trail, it's gonna turn out it's one yiffing motherfucker that wanted to do all this. It's Bearnese, says Miss Saint Aran. Oh, that's what they speak. They speak Bearnese. That bear cub
Bearnese,
would
yeah.
mess you up. Right, the bear cub would mess you up,
Yeah.
but it's just that little bear cub probably weighs close to 60 pounds already at least. Nah,
Yeah.
no, not that little bear cub.
Oh yeah.
He's 2 months
That little
old.
bear?
I'd say there's no way he's hitting 60. Looking at the way that, I'd say that's probably more like in the
he's
30s
bigger
or
than my
40s.
25-pound cats.
Yeah.
For sure. That's bigger, heavier. That's maybe.
Because this person, assuming this is just your average sized person, if I was sitting down, no, I'm sorry. I'm not putting that thing,
Maybe
over
30.
40 pounds. I'm not
Yeah,
putting that thing
yeah,
on. I've had
30,
a kid.
40.
I birthed it through my urethra. But yeah, no, that ain't 60 pounds.
Yeah.
I don't doubt for a second that
make a
in
good
another
point.
month or two that bear couldn't get to 60 pounds. That ain't a 60-pound bear.
Not yet.
That's just a cute little
No.
cub. That's just a cute little baby bear.
Right.
Oh, fuck your mother, because she's dead. Anyways, sorry, I don't really mean that. That poor bear. It sounded remarkably less emotional when that poor bear. Moving on. Close this because I already did that. Thank you. Oh, I forgot to pin these. That's what I was trying to remember. Pin that manually until the end of the show. And pin this one if you want to support. God damn it, stop yawning. If you want to support us on Venmo, PayPal, Streamlabs, those things, those all go directly to knocking the goal down, which again is on like $45 for Friday. So boom, there we are. Message successfully pinned. That poor baby bear, not a jelly donut in sight. My 8-pound cat could. She's scrappy. What? I don't know what 8-pound cats are doing. Speaking of 8-pound cats, I love you, Jack.
Oh.
My little fluff. I love my little fluff. Anyways, we have 2 hours left in the show. That is the bear videos. We're done with the bear videos. Right.
That's cute.
Okay, closing that. I'm not doing this, and I don't want to keep yawning.
Yawning.
Dude, these antibiotics make me feel like shitty. It's happening this morning too, where like I left to go to the bathroom and stuff, but I was like getting to the point where I was like, I can't just sitting up talking. Like, is eventually it gets to be a problem. All right, we've got a couple of things that we got to do for sure. So let's get the second hour stuff loaded here, because we do only have 2 hours left in the program. So we do have I have a viral clip that people don't seem to realize is AI. It's apparently gone around the internet as a real thing, and people are not aware that it's AI. I haven't watched the clip, so we'll see how that goes. We also have, I know a lot of people have asked, we've got a report on what happened outside the Obama residence today with the Secret Service. Again, the Secret Service, lovely professional organization. And
Yes.
more importantly,
Always on time. Well put together.
DEI metrics never make you look bad. All right. And then so
Never. No.
we also have something you had talked about, we will talk about as well. The first ever official Wienermobile race happened recently.
Well, that wasn't the first official. Apparently, it had been going on for a while.
No, it's been going on for a
years.
while, but this was the first ever official Wienermobile race. It was officially the Wienermobile race. This is
okay.
like NASCAR, I guess, said it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Either way, we're going to talk about it. My baloney has a first name, and I don't know. It cheats at drag racing.
OSCAR.
All right, so we have that. We have the robot kickboxing match. We had talked about this before. We've got video. We've got video now. We have a story about a Seattle mayor and what he did after a group of people were attacked by another group of people. It'll be fun, interesting, but not very surprising. And then we have a story about a mama moose who was pregnant and went to a hospital to birth her baby calf in Anchorage, Alaska. Apparently, even the animals in Anchorage, like, I guess the hospital is the vet. I didn't know this, but that is a thing.
Well,
so
yeah,
that's how it's going. Apparently, if you're copping a squat to pop out a baby, head on over to the hospital. It doesn't matter if you're a moose or just a mom. This video,
if you're in labor, they'll help you. Yeah, that's kind of nice.
This video has circulated the internet, and apparently the video is entirely fake. So let's go to the video. This is an AI video that is circulating the internet and people thought was real. First of all, I am going to say it looks cute as shit. Like, that's just adorable. All right, so he's got his ticket. He's ready to fly. I don't think that is a language. I'm trying to figure out what language they're speaking.
Yeah.
Also, what the fuck is that? I don't know if you've ever been on a plane before, but that's an eternity symbol or an infinity symbol.
Infinity.
So, like, I don't know if that's a thing.
Kind of sounds like, yeah.
It sounds like African or some shit. Or she's speaking like fucking tribal Australian. Where are the pictures that I have for this? Readers adding context. This video is AI generated. It was originally posted by Infinite Unreality on Instagram. Oh, and now we have the original video. Now I want to see the original video. Is the original... no, I don't want to sign up with Instagram. Fuck off. Is the original video that short? Nope. I keep forgetting to...
It's the exact same clip.
So it's the exact same clip. All right, so the whole thing is fake. The internet lost its shit of people being like, why can't the kangaroo board the plane? Brr, 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 brr. People lost their fucking mind, and nobody, like, it had to be revealed that, by the way, this is, and I don't know, man, which is more, for me, it's more concerning that, and it's not surprising, mind you, it's more concerning that we had to literally be like, no, it's not real, it's fake. I'm scared at how fast, because I can still remember. It seems like yesterday. It was only yesterday. Will Smith couldn't eat a plate of spaghetti. And now we got people going, wait. You have to zoom in all the way to see the weird fuckadoo hieroglyphs and wingdings on his airplane ticket to go, no. That's AI. And I'm like, no, we have to go into it too hard. Now you could argue that that's just bad camera pixelation. It's just what's real. No, I don't know. I don't know what's real anymore.
Well, a good friend of mine used to say AI will never be as bad as it is today.
All right, let's open link in new tab. I think we have audio and video, so I'm gonna go to both of these links. We're gonna start with this one. So yeah, I don't trust fucking. I don't know that we can trust anything anymore. Like, do you remember the movie Wag the Dog?
Vaguely.
All right, well, in the premise of the movie Wag the Dog, and I believe, was it Al Pacino or was it, God, I don't remember who it was. Either way, the premise of Wag the Dog is that they push a narrative into people with fake crap to kind of, again, get the country to go the opposite way of the way they're going. Like,
okay.
And the thing that I worry about is like back then it was like all the movie magic that they would use to make it look like it's this war-torn region that is fighting. And it's like, right. Now you got somebody who can go on ChatGPT and go, no, I want a lady with big tits to be running from an explosion crying in Russian. And then it'll come up with a halfway decent rendition of that. Let alone if you spend a couple of days like fucking fastidiously just sitting over something. I want to see an AI movie with Kristen Stewart where the acting is top notch. The acting being top notch will be how you know it's AI. Dude, Kristen Stewart's all right in certain movies. She was good in what was the fucking she was in one where fuck it. You know what? It's not enough
She
to justify.
she was in one about a famous punk rock star. I'm blanking on the name as well.
She did
apparently she did really good job on that.
She was really good in that, and she was really good in not Super Soul. What's the God, there was some movie she was in where it was like they were potheads and one of the dudes like is I forget the name of it, like the CIA operation to control people. Fuck, I can't remember it. Anyways, there was a decent movie that she wasn't bad in that. She gets a lot of shit for Twilight, which isn't her fault. Twilight sucks from the Twilight's evil from the root. What people need to realize, Twilight's bad from the start. Twilight is literally like, and a lot of people may not know this. I found this out. Twilight is literally someone who wrote a fan fiction of 50 Shades of Grey. Or wait, no, it's the other way around. My apologies. 50 Shades of Grey is a fan fiction of Twilight. Someone wrote a fanfic of Twilight, and it got really, really popular. A lot of people liked it, so they just took it out, changed the names, and 50 Shades of Grey was born. But yeah, Twilight blows, just so we're clear. Twilight blows. India fears AI becoming really good. It will be the death of the Bollywood movies. Dude, it'll be the death of the Bollywood movies, and it'll be the death of the call center. Because who's going to call your call center? They'll just put them through the AI. Twilight is choosing between necrophilia and bestiality. No. Twilight is bad. That's all. You're extrapolating way too far. Choosing between necrophilia and bestiality, because again, you can't think without your dick for 5 seconds. I'm saying literally, regardless of whether or not you sleep with anything in that movie sucks. It sucks wholeheartedly. SHW was good in Smallville. I don't remember.
I think he means she. Was Kristen Stewart in Smallville?
Don't know, don't care, because I don't
remember.
Not that vested in it. At any rate, I don't even know why we were talking about Project Ultra. That's something like this. Something Project Ultra or some shit. Anyways,
not MK Ultra.
MK Ultra. Right, but I think
but I think it was
I think the movie was called like Project Ultra or something. Anyways, but again, he was an MK Ultra dude and she was in there as a side person. It was fun. Anyways, this is the audio. This is the Secret Service audio. We do apparently have a video. Let's go to the I have 2 clips. Is this one before the other one? So we're going to play this, then we'll check out the video.
Immediately
before I whoop this girl's ass. All right, I'm just going to say it. It sounds like a DEI hire.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. Just can I get a supervisor before I whoop this girl's ass? All right, that's
lame.
That's lame, but don't worry, we've got another video. This
I wanted to hear them yelling at each other.
Oh, dude. That's the thing. Like, the videos of this are incredibly tight. Everything's like 5 to 7 seconds. This is literally the only video of the event that we can find. Just these two just fucking kerfuffling right up here. Just started pushing and shoving, and it's a big old battle. And I'm guessing that's when she pulled up the mic and goes, I need to get a supervisor down here before I whoop this girl's ass. So, several...
Who's the third person involved, I'm wondering.
Probably just a bystander. A video of a fight between two women Secret Service uniformed division officers outside former President Obama's residence last week after one of the officers called a supervisor to come before I whooped this girl's ass. So that was the first part. The skirmish is raising new questions about whether DEI is still plaguing the United States Secret Service despite Trump's directive to abolish it. Well, don't the presidents get a little bit of a say in their own Secret Service detail? The Secret Service has not responded to my inquiries. Yeah, I don't get. You're some dude on the internet. Of course, they're not going to respond to your inquiries. But yeah,
King Kong Dong. I just sorry, I have to cut in. This is why you are the king. Thank you very much. I'm going to save that image.
All right. What the hell? What are you talking about?
Oh, you'll get it in just a second.
I don't want to. Johnny didn't know you were advertising in southern Minnesota. Digger, I sent you the picture I'm paying for at King Kong Dong 42. Thank you for those $5 on the Rumble there.
Copy.
That they should get fired. I know 2 people were let off of detail or whatever. I don't know if anyone lost their job, but this is again where I'm sorry. I'm tired of the narrative being true and I'm the asshole for seeing it. It almost seems like those 2 ladies weren't qualified to do the job they were doing. And that perhaps maybe they were there not because of the quality of their skills or the content of their character, but the color of their skin, which, as we all remember, was Martin Luther King's favorite part about picking people, was by aiming solely, like he always hoped for a world where we did not pay attention. Again, I really I want to be able to hit a button so people from then can walk out and be like, the fuck's wrong with you? Oh. Anyways, so you said you sent me the picture. Which way did you send it?
I put it in the chat here, in the Game Over podcast chat.
All right, so now I'm gonna just run that.
Remember, he did pay for it.
Yeah, we'll get there. Find it. I hate you. How do I open this? I don't.
How on earth?
Open link. There we go.
Endless chimping.
Oh, I need to.
Were the Secret Service ladies formerly Frontier Gate agents? I don't know. Perhaps.
I don't know. Maybe. Like I said, it doesn't matter what they formerly were. It's a bad look, my friend. Just overall, with the messages and the narratives you've pushed thus far throughout, your administration, your vice president's administration, before and after all that. Just, again, really, really bad look. And the thing is, too, I don't love Donald Trump. There's lots of things that he's doing that I'm not, especially lately, that I'm not a big fan of. But that whole kerfuffle, again, really look, because the fucking culprits couldn't be any more picture perfect if you wanted to paint that as a narrative. But anyways, I'm kind of stalling because we've an hour and a half left in the show. King Kong Dong is an amazing supporter of this program, and he did give me $5. And I am a whore. But sometimes things, like I said, me being a whore and King Kong Dong giving me $5, these things become a little bit of a confliction here. I fucking hate you, is what I'm saying.
Well, you're gonna have to take yourself out. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
I love it. You're leaning on the bear rug.
I fucking hate you.
Awesome.
I hate you all.
You've never had meat like Johnny's. Johnny's Exotic Meats, LLC. We specialize in the uncut, the unusual, and the unforgettable.
I hate you.
Exit
Why are
12
you
off I-90.
smiling?
Late night menu is available.
Why are you smiling? This is a travesty. This is a crime. I hate you. They were used
I
as
love
security
it.
at the Utah
I
Olympics.
love it.
MLK's house probably sounded like it was infested with crickets. Or birds. I have no idea what that means. Okay, it's real now. Where do I sign up to work, says St. Caesar. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right?
All right, so there we go. Boom and boom.
Thank you, King Kong Dong. That was awesome.
I hate you. Lexi saying that's beautiful. No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
It is. It is.
Yes. King Kong Dong.
Why he is the king.
I think it was amazing on the Albert Lee billboard on I-90. No, it wasn't. It was not on there. It's like Johnny had a baby with David Spade and Burt Reynolds. LOL. Love it. No, it is not. That's not. It's AI. That is the best sign board I've seen all day. All right.
Right?
For a 10% discount on late night pickup, send a text. No. It simply says, sup.
Text message, sup.
Sup. While it's ever, that's one sexy billboard. No, it's not. That is not a sexy billboard. I hate you. I hate the billboard and everything about it. I hate the billboard and everything about it. It's a horrible thing. It's not even accurate to anything. And then people are going to think that's a thing. It's not a thing. I don't have a meat market. The most exotic meat I have is a one customer deal. And don't worry, you're not that customer if you're asking. The customer knows who they are. All right. Oh, yes. We have full race. We have Oscar Mayer Wienermobile 5,000 or 500 full race.
Nice.
We're going full race. We're going full race. It's a 10-minute video, and it starts with an old
All
lady.
right.
Oh, fuck yeah, are we doing the full race?
Okay, if we're doing the full race, I'm going to pop
do you have to pee?
Momentarily.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
She's got to go have a squirt. All right, so.
I'm a lady, and yes.
Well, go Ivana Tinkle and hurry back, and we'll get back to the Oscar Mayer race beforehand. For those of you who don't know, if you grew up in the Midwest and the Canuck who's got to go pop off to have a squat has never seen these in real life, I don't think. But there are Wienermobiles. And I am proud to say that I live in a state where not only have I seen Wienermobiles, I've parked next to Wienermobiles. I've dreamed of the day I, too, might own a Wienermobile. But either way, the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile makes a presence all over the place. It's not unheard of to have a race with the Wienermobiles, but this is the first time that official NASCAR or IndyCar or whatever it's called had the, as they call it, the inaugural Oscar Mayer Weenie 500. So they are going for the full tilt. We're going to get, you don't hate the money I sent. No, I don't. I hate the picture. Mr. Q, I have cereal. All right. Really, Johnny? Llama meats. No, we don't have, it's not a real thing. It was a bit. Okay. Wienermobile for the futon. No, St. Caesar. Why do you people want the futon so badly still? It is not that impressive of a piece of furniture. And as we've established, no fuckholes. So, a bit. A bit. What? Anyways, I've never seen one IRL. Do they still pass out wiener whistles? I don't know if they pass out wiener whistles. I've had a wiener whistle. I had one of the little fucking brown, orangey little wiener cars as a wiener whistle. I had a wiener whistle as a kid. Dude, that's a thing. One couple ounces, a couple of pounds. A couple ounces, a couple pounds. I don't know what we're talking about. How big of a bit? No, we don't. No, I'm saying it was a comedy bit, like a joke, like a sketch. It's not a thing. It's not a thing like you think it's a thing. So just so we're clear. SH, I want one too. I don't know if I probably lost it moving, man. Now I'm pissed. Now I bet I got a wiener whistle somewhere if I had kept better handed. That sounds weird. What, wiener whistle? Dude, if I ever see a fucking Oscar Mayer wiener truck parked around me again, I'm fucking asking. You guys got wiener whistles? If I could get my daughter a wiener whistle, that would be awesome. Because it's be like, hey baby, my hot dog has the first name. The wiener whistle. It's a little wienermobile. It's a whistle. It's fun. I'll take 2 koalas. No, dude, we aren't doing that one. 2. We prefer if you're going to do the bit that there's money, but not a thing. I don't know why the fucking phone is still ringing off the hook. You assholes are certainly not leaving a message, so I don't know what you want. It's probably fucking goddamn telemarketers as usual. Johnny, tell them you have twins. I want one too. Look, I need a bag of wiener whistles. Don't ask why. I still have a whistle, says Mr. Q. That's not surprising that you have a wiener whistle. But like I said, if the Wienermobile appears before me again, I will ask. I didn't think to. Ironically, it was a couple years ago. I'd parked it at the Coburns in Sauk Rapids, and the Wienermobile was there. You know, it was just like that. And I gotta say, until you said it, I completely forgot about the wiener whistle. That was a thing. The wiener whistle. Do you need the camera still off, or?
Oh, yeah, I was just about to.
All right. Yep.
I was reading the chat, but no, I have to feed the cats. But I figured I could chime in.
Fucking get the lead out, Wheezy.
Really commentary.
We're getting ready to jump over into 10 minutes of.
You were supposed to start that without me.
No, I didn't. I'm not going to start it without you. I got to flip over to the other screen, and I got to worry about whether that's the things on there. Plus, Oscar Mayer Wiener 500 might not be worth covering fucking start to finish. And I was having fun with the chat. It's not like we dragged out on this thing. Well, we're talking about the awesomeness of this.
Having fun with the chat.
You heard about the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, but you didn't know. I don't know if anyone told you. One of the other awesome things about the Wienermobile is where it would appear. You could get both Oscar Mayer Wiener products and the Wiener whistle.
Wiener whistle? I have not heard anything.
It's a little tiny plastic version of the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. It's not painted or anything. It was all like one color, but it's shaped like the Wienermobile. The platform, the weenie on it, and then you blow in it, and it's a whistle. It's just a little tiny whistle. It's just a fun.
That does sound like fun,
right?
Do they still do that?
I don't know. I haven't seen an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile for a couple of years. Like I said,
they've got a map that shows you where the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile will be at any given time.
Well, now I have a mission in life. I have a real world. Yes. I have a real world low chance drop to acquire.
I'll send you a link to that map.
A good
friend of mine whom I do a stream with every Wednesday night. My friend Mighty Meat, Rumble only. He actually did a stream about this Wiener 500.
Well, I like I said, I love that it's a thing.
He did. Kitty, he showed me the map, so I can share said map with you, and you can go and search for it.
All right, Kitty, come here. Come here, cat. If you're gonna mew for attention, you talk about some fucking sausages, and now you got cats everywhere. All right, so welcome back to the program. Boom, there you are.
Hello. My girls are fed. I'm happy.
This is the perfect picture to summarize what we're about to engage in. I don't know who this dude is, but way too amped dude. Grandma.
They've got a t-shirt together, so they must be people. Shake and
bake is what it says. It says shake and bake. It does say shake and bake. Yeah. And then there are the Wienermobiles.
Weenie, start your engines!
She screamed, "Weenies, start your engines." That's awesome.
Wow.
Dude, some of these look a lot older than some of the other ones, man. And they're not as...
That, the sound of 70,000 fans who are pumped up and ready. The thrill, of the grill, guys, here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Truly historic here at IMS. I can't recall seeing a crowd this big as the green flag's out. And here we go.
Do they just do one lap?
It's a slow getaway, but we have the Weenie 500 underway at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
New York Dog with a massive jump out to the lead as they all tuck single file. First through fifth.
You know, to maintain the aerodynamics, of the hot dog car.
Allow that outside line to roll that momentum and head into the lead. Acceleration on these things impressive. 0 to 60 in about 25 or 26 seconds.
0 to 60 in about 25 or 26 seconds. Better part of a minute, but don't worry, she'll get you there.
They're going a little uphill now, so we might not hit that until the back.
Schwargenbart? I've never heard of a Schwargenbart.
Topping out at a sensational 60.
Oh, Landers just gifting a sub. Thank you very, very much.
Yeah, thanks, Landers.
And they haven't
See ya.
reached the top speed yet as they round.
Gotta draft that car. Again, I love the fact that they are literally drafting it. No, I gotta get it. I gotta slide inside the air envelope created by the Wienermobile. Again, you're stuck behind a pretend sausage. It's hilarious. I gotta say, we grew up in a better time. The Wienermobiles, the car part of the Wienermobiles look way more hot dog bun-esque than these platforms. These don't feel as awesome.
They climb through 27, now 28 miles an hour, and they'll hit that.
Holy shit, my hair's on fire. We're almost doing 30. What is this, a school zone?
Speed on the back straightaway somewhere.
Through the short shoot now.
Literally, is it one lap, like one whole lap? Like they do a whole lap and then they come back in?
I have no, you know,
because we're 2 minutes
I have
in.
no way of. I do not want to.
We're 2
I don't
minutes.
want to ruin this for you.
We're almost 2 minutes in and they still haven't gotten all the way around once.
Side Townsend, not very aerodynamic, a crosswind.
Oh, really? Really? You mean the vehicle shaped like a sausage, not very aerodynamic. Who'd have fucking thought?
Havoc on the exit of 2.
I really enjoy the brilliance here of New York Dog, who's opted to drive the shortest distance.
SH, if I saw this procession on the interstate, I'd 100% lose my shit.
Really protects against any attack.
Right, dude?
This is just so fun. It's so.
It's so stupid. And again, the best part is you can't see this anywhere else but in America.
No.
Only America. Only we have the Wienermobile. And there's literally nothing
Not
more
A,
American.
You have 6 Wienermobiles.
Oh, right. Only we have the Wienermobiles. But there's nothing more American than going, all right, so look, we've got these giant fucking cars that we use to pimp our sausage or hot dogs, whatever you want to fucking call them, lunch meat.
Pimp our meat.
Yeah, we use it to pimp our meat. Why don't we race them?
We need one.
Why don't we race them? You need one? In Canada, or you mean like
No,
we
we
need
do.
one? We do?
No, like Johnny's Exotic Meat Market.
No, fuck you. No.
Needs a Wienermobile. It's got to be different enough so that they don't come after us for copying. But we most definitely need.
It'd have to be a Polish sausage mobile that comes all the way around. It looks like a rolling sea. And no, we're not doing it.
See?
No,
See?
we're not doing it. We are not doing it. I fucking hate you. We are not doing this. You just want to use me to get a Wienermobile. Get your own goddamn Wienermobile. As it sounds,
not the only reason.
it sounds
but
like I
might
have
be
to
one
hunt
of.
down. It sounds like I have to hunt down like the Wienermobile tour list and find out if there's going to be one near enough to me that I can stop and get some wiener whistles. Joey Chestnut broke world record for popcorn, ate 32 24-ounce containers in 8 minutes. I don't care. And I'd get one
popcorn.
and convert it for camping. I mean, I think the older ones were made out of campers. The built off the car thing does not seem right. Something about this seems weird. These are too new. These aren't hashtag not my Wienermobile. Let's be clear. My Wienermobiles were clearly built in like the fucking 70s. I knew that when I saw them. But yeah, hashtag not my Wienermobile. I'll say this. Back end of the wiener, up too high. It was supposed to be more like a flat, like a hot dog bun going for a ride. And now, now we got to have like some sort of aerodynamic lump bump back here with the sausage. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I do like wild saffron. We may have to steal it from English, but it could be called the Banger Mobile.
No.
British.
Oh, dude, one of those sausages just got spicy. Ketchup, mustard. All right, so oh, this is ridiculous. Again, they're like, I wonder, are these drivers just doing this for fun, or are they really like competing? Like, no, I'm gonna win this for the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile of Texas.
It's
like
a change in lead. If I was driving, it would be a race for real for me. I'm in it to win it, baby.
Let me tell you this: New York Wiener just fell behind. I don't know who's the new dick in lead. Turn 2. There's like 3 or 4 turns in this goddamn thing, and we still, again, it's almost we're 2.5 minutes. They haven't made a full lap.
Come down the backstretch. They spread out 3 wide.
Don't you want the best wiener driver? Don't you want to be the best wiener driver you can be? I just realized too, now that I'm watching it from this angle, apparently they got like dually rear tires, so at least they got proper suspension. But it seems like they stuck the Wienermobile onto a car, and I don't care for that.
Lander's theory, for me, it built on an Airstream frame, I think.
The old ones were
more sense.
I don't know what's going. Yeah, maybe it's built on an Airstream frame. I have no fucking idea. I just know it looks hilarious. And if I'm going to be honest, in racing, they refer to the group when they come together as a pack. We now have a pack of weenies.
Anybody needs through there is a slippery wiener.
Anybody needling through there is a slippery wiener. This is the man that got me on the wiener, people. Oh no, Chai Dog. Oh God.
Guys, as we go down the back straight.
Oh no.
You hear the crowd getting ramped up. We saw some incredible action there out of turn 2, heading into turn 3. But look at the lead that we're getting out front.
I understand there was a bit of a shoving match last night at the drivers' meeting as the hot doggers were debating the hotness of their buns, respectively. Chicago feeling like they were.
Red Dirty Llama, the turn.
I love that they just lean into it so lazily because, again, I don't know that any of these cars have broken 60. I don't think any of them, like,
I don't think they need to.
They've got everything. They've got it. They've given it their all, and this is the most that we can do.
That car to get swallowed up by the competition, losing 3 spots, falling down the order.
Oh dear Lord! All right, so let's fast forward this because again we're just. Oh wait, no, I've got to do the fucking Days of Thunder drive by. Fucking high wall cam. There's no way we're missing that shot.
But looks like maybe a great
also, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Amazing turnout here for the Wienermobile 5000 or 500. There's nobody here. There's 6 Wienermobiles, and these are just the drivers and the pit crew's family. That's just their family and friends.
Around the corner. They've got people.
Yeah, I know. Those people are waiting for a legit race and something to actually happen. This is like a preamblum.
Maybe.
And it's just fucking dead. There is nothing here. Not like these are your diehard weenie fans right there, right above you. The rest of these bleachers fucking empty as fuck. There's nobody in this side of the seating. Is that even seating? It looks like seating. So,
it is seating. It's just empty seating, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sorry.
Well, they've got the people grouped in where there's best views.
They're about to blow your hair back with the wind coming off the wiener.
Closing with the slow dog. Could she top off the Weenie 500 with a late pass on the Chai Dog? Less than a quarter mile to go at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Less than a quarter mile to go.
These hot dogs are hot rodding it down the front straight. They're coming at us now.
These hot dogs are hot rodding it. How sad is life?
At a
Damn it, you're in second place! For the love of God! Catch up! Catch up!
Can the fans cheer them across the line? It's going to be close.
Put a little mustard on it, for Pete's sakes.
Making the move up the
Get this.
inside on the run into the yard and breaks. And over the line.
We'll go. Oh!
No.
Look at that!
The slaw dog, I am against this. The coleslaw dog is everything that is wrong with society, all right? Shy dog is getting beat by slaw dog. I am not okay with this. The coleslaw dog is all that is wrong. No. You have either sauerkraut, cheese is acceptable, chili if need be, ketchup. Well, how many condiments do we relish? Fucking coleslaw? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Well, I mean, I don't know about a nose. It was more slaw dog by a nub, by a dickhead. I just slaw dog by a mushroom helmet. They're just, again, phallic shaped meat is the joke, folks. But yeah, the
Chili dog never stood a chance.
Chili dog never stood a chance. Let me tell you, Chili dog just had a shit show of a day. Chili dog came in strong. Just in the end, just leaked out. Just wasn't there. The wiener will relish their victory. Thank you, Mussolini Dip. Slaw dog has purple on it. I'll allow it, says SH. No, I won't allow it. I won't allow it. Slaw dog is gross. Misrepresent my wieners. I will never root for the slaw dog, sir or ma'am. Just so we're clear. All right, they will relish the thought of tying. Well, they didn't. They didn't tie. Slaw dog slid in for a victory, probably because all the coleslaw ingredients, messy, drippy shit. All right, so I mentioned this recently. I mentioned this. I talked about this. I think we played a video. I thought these might not be the same ones, actually, now as I'm looking at it. So we've got two videos. We've got this, then we've got the actual fight. Remember how I was talking about they were training the robots to fight?
Yes.
You want to read what that says?
Gotta move the chat. Unitary G1 Iron Fist King Awakening.
Yeah. In other words, they want to see who is the baddest robot.
Right.
Right. Because it's not enough for them to fight. We now have to rate them. And by the way, your robot overlords are going to be able to make you cry, if this video is any indication. This is not sped up. And you might go, well, that doesn't seem very impressive. Right, but he also doesn't get tired.
Right.
He doesn't fall over.
It's like Chinese water torture. It may not hurt.
Oh, he does fall over. But he gets back up. Dude, that dude gets to his feet better than I do to mine. That's not fair. I'm talking to you, God. And this is the thing. Like, people are like, oh, it doesn't seem that impressive. It doesn't seem that threatening. Yeah. Right now. Sure. But do you remember how this show started, where we talked about a video with a kangaroo who couldn't board a plane? And I said, oh, long hath been the days when we watched Will Smith fail to eat fucking pasta. Well, this is the same thing, except robots punching people. Yeah, today it's a joke, it's laughable, whatever. Tomorrow, it's going to knock your block off. Hit him in the nuts. Low blow him. All right, now it just looks like kids that are cosplaying as ninja warriors. Only one of them's in silver pajamas. It's the fact that the robot is learning to take his kicks and not fall over. And I just... Call me a bitch, but I don't think Blue has given it his all. I mean, well, that wasn't too bad.
Probably not.
Again, this is the problem. He gets up so quickly. If if you knock me over like that, one, you won't have to exert a fraction of that energy. And two, I'm going to be there for a while. It's not fair. There was a movie about this. There's a lot of movies about the wrongs that we're making with AI and the ways we're going with them. Aaron could use one of these for training. Maybe. All right, so this goes. All right, we're about halfway through this. So let's watch this dude take out his the angst of living with his mom out on the robot just a little bit longer, and then see how they go when it's robot versus robot. Oh.
Yeah. Ask him, you shall receive.
The feet clapping to the ground sounds really, really weird. It's like a mix of bubble wrap and gunshots. It's like someone popping gunshots like bubble wrap. We could hear it a lot better without the fucking guitar music. Yes, hug your friends. Make love, not war. Oh, Blue is down.
Ooh.
Blue is down. That's right. You have a small penis, Blue. Why? Okay. Some of the relatively safe new features will be gradually released to customers via updates. What do you mean safe? What's safe? Some of the safe new features, like what? Like chokeholds?
Some of the relative.
The unsafe
There was
ones,
a lot of stuff in that first thing that was not cool.
The unsafe ones will just release en masse. All right. So yeah, that you saw a clip of it. This is like literally they're actually having the robots fight, and I would be willing to guess people placed bets on this battle. For those of you who don't speak the language, allow me to translate. He just said the one in pink is a queer. They are very insensitive over there. Also, they don't care for Silver Robot with the black headgear. Apparently they don't like blacks. It had Hugh Jackman in it. You're talking about you're talking about the fucking shit. Not Red. God, I know the robot movie he's talking about, but who gives a fuck? It was very cute. It was a decent movie.
Yeah, Real Steel.
Real Steel. Yeah, Real Steel. That's a lady? Holy shit. I am losing all over the place on Dick or No Dick today. I thought that was a dude. Ooh.
Oh.
Like Robot Wars, but without the humans controlling them. Right? Now it's just going to be a garbage can disposal on wheels that's coming for your family. Yeah, dude. Wow. And like now I kind of figured out that there's... But that's a masculine face. I'm sorry. That's... somebody didn't do you any favors. Uh-oh. I think I broke it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was your racism against Asian people.
How can I be... I suppose. I apparently fetishize them, so I guess I might as well be racist too. But you know what?
You couldn't tell a male from female, is, you know.
Well,
that's
sometimes certain people, like I had that same problem earlier today with like a white person. Anyways, the point is it's all right because I do it to everyone, so it's not racism.
So what you're saying is when you tell me I'm beautiful, you really have terrible eyesight, and I'm...
Why do you gotta shame? Why do you gotta fucking turn this in on me? Like, God damn it! What did I do to deserve this crap?
Well, no, but it makes a little more sense.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Don't fucking think about it harder.
You can't see shit. That's why you think these things,
Jesus
right?
Christ.
That's why you cannot differentiate.
Well, at least you know what. We all have our flaws. Some of us have the burden to bear of being too pretty. So.
Well, and thank goodness you're not one of those.
Oh, yeah. I love being a hideous... Thank God you're a hideous chud. Otherwise, I wouldn't be allowed to like you.
I didn't say that. I said you're not
right?
too pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are too pretty.
Yeah, you don't like it when it's when someone shapes your words against you, do you?
It's just as bad as too ugly.
Yeah, dick.
You're equally bad. You're not. Either of them.
Okay. In the continuing clown world effects of things going on, we take you to Seattle.
Oh, good. Yes. Life is good in Seattle.
Not really. The Seattle Police Department arrested 23 violent Antifa thugs who attacked a Christian worship event at Cal Anderson Park, the former Deadly Chaz zone. I don't know about Deadly, but I suppose probably.
It was.
They assaulted the police and Christians on Saturday. The Seattle mayor issued a statement condemning. What do you think the Seattle mayor issued a statement condemning?
Oh, goodness. Christianity, of course.
Yeah. He literally issued a statement condemning the Christians. Because remember, if you fill out a bunch of permits and you gather, like, I don't know how many of our viewers are people of religious backgrounds. I have dabbled in Christian music, shall we say, by which I mean I've listened to it. And I mean more than Creed. You're welcome. It's not really fucking saucy. Like, no offense, when you're keeping it within the bylines of what God's okay with, I've got bad news for you.
I like the
not
old
really wily and not really wild. Like, you're not gonna have like, dude, let's go to the Christian rock concert and lose our shit in the mosh pit, bro. Like, that's not happening, right? That's not a thing. So when you say a group of people from Antifa attacked a Christian worship event, one, I know the event was legal. Because it's not like, hey, the illegal event that wasn't. No. So these people planned to have a day. These guys decided to fuck it up. Now, that's fine if you have a fucking pony in that race and you want to pick a side of like, well, these guys are the real pieces of shit. But I would think as the mayor, it's weird. The people who always came at us for victim shaming, like, oh, what was she wearing? What are you shaming the victim? Like, right. But you realize when a bunch of people attack Christians and you go, these goddamn Christians have to be, these right-wing extremists have to realize what they do when they gather in mass. Like, what?
Right.
So here it is.
Uber violent Christians.
Right. Kumbaya, my lord, now beat his ass. It's not in the song, you know?
Yep. And they really misunderstood what the point of the rainbow was.
Well,
they really, really misunderstood.
Multiple arrests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people arrested.
You did this. Yeah, these people were arrested. And why are we condemning the Christian? I want to know who's the you did this. I feel like that's
what?
I feel like that's a lady in labor who's trying to talk to her husband. You did this. You did this. The phone rang and it startled you.
Multiple Antifa militants, maybe another one here.
By the way, we've pretty much come out and talked about how the
behind the bikes. Hey,
the COVID thing wasn't the thing we thought it was. Can we start? I want a new rule. I want a new rule. Okay. I want a Bill Maher-esque. I want a new rule on just arrests in general. If you're being arrested by the police for some sort of act of violence or perpetrating an act of violence or gathering in a place to do such a thing, if you're being arrested by the police as a militant person, you don't get to wear a mask. Like, I feel like, no, you don't get to wear a mask. I'd even go as far as to say the police officers themselves should not be wearing masks, but I feel like that's going to be asking a lot of them to take off a lot of their gear. And we do know they're working for the police, so I feel like that's a somewhat trade. But I like the whole, I'm sick of the, let's just say it. I'm sick of the FBI agents posing as insurrectionists in the country who are militant groups poised to cause problems, but every fucking single time they're all wearing the exact same fucking khaki pants and they've all got a fucking
blue button
polo
down
shirt and a fucking balaclava. It's like, no, I want to see your face.
Yeah. I don't think police officers need to be wearing balaclavas either. I don't think
they need to be wearing balaclavas, but the whole thing with some of them with the balaclavas and stuff is it literally with that, like, this is a thing. when you're wearing like helmets and goggles and different stuff that you have to put on top of it, it can be a thing and skin can pinch. So there is arguments for it, but either way, I get what you're saying too.
I never thought of that.
And I agree with it as well. That how about we don't though? But like I said, specifically the people getting arrested. I feel like if you're doing a public event and you're doing something in public worth getting you and your friends arrested, like all of you guys are doing, you don't get to wear a mask.
Multiple Antifa militants, maybe.
Like, look right there, mask, glasses. Again, this is not someone who's doing this for your safety. In fact, safety isn't something they concern themselves with at all. After all, they left the house in that fucking eyesore of an outfit. Oh. God damn it. What did the people around you do to deserve to have to see you dressed like that?
Get behind the bikes. Hey, how are you? Any comments, sir? What's going on here?
Yeah, fuck off, dude. You know what? Now I hate you. I thought this was a cop. Now you're just a person causing problems. Any comments, sir? I'm not a reporter. I'm a guy who bought a cell phone, but I realized any comments?
I'm a Christian. He's making us Christians look bad.
I really, yeah, dude, he is. But I want the cop to look at him and he'd be like, "Sir, any comments?" I'd be like, "Not only do I not have any comment, no, I do have one comment. You're not a news reporter. Fuck off." Like, I want him to be like, "You're not a news reporter. Get gone or get arrested." I want him to be treated like, I'm tired of people being like, no, I've suddenly decided IR journalism. Like, no. I want people that can be held accountable. Just because you can record it with your fucking phone does not mean you get to walk around like fucking, Walter Cronkite and just be like, "Excuse me, any comment for the 5 viewers I have on Facebook, sir?" Like, fuck off. That's all I'm saying to the guy filming this.
I think they should get the same rights as journalists, but your NBC or
I don't think he should be bothering the police.
Isn't going to walk up to the cop right at this moment and start questioning him. They'll wait until after.
Yeah, because there's procedures and training and things that people have gone through in news industry, which is again where I'm like, you want to film it, fine. You want to spin your spin on it, fine. But this, like, now I'm going to approach this guy. "Excuse me, sir, any information for the nightly news that I broadcast to my children who I don't see anymore?" Like, whatever this guy's problem is. Like, no, it's too cringy and try hard. Any comment? Oh, fuck off.
That's all we're doing. We'll talk to you soon. Okay, thank you, sir.
We'll talk to you soon. No, they won't, because you're not the news. You're, again, a guy with a phone.
That's the latest from SPD right now.
That's the latest from SPD right now. He's as bad as fucking Keith Olbermann. They're afraid! I hate that I'm actually watching. I'm watching this, and I'm slowly siding with the Seattle mayor because this Frontlines cunt who made this video is making me hate him.
I'm with SH, though. Citizen journalists can be good. Too many people think they can do whatever they want because to journalism, right? And that's true. We need citizen journalists. We need the independent media, especially in this day and age in Canada. But yeah, it doesn't give you the right to do whatever you want. You can't just, walk on site of an incident and start asking questions of people in the middle of it all. It doesn't work like that.
I'm reading back on the chat while you were going over what you were talking about, because I'll be honest, I wasn't really listening. Just apologize profusely, Johnny. Once you fall into the trap, it's the only escape, according to Wild Saffron. Johnny is sexier than the anti-pretty social parasocial. Well, that's a fucking low bar, Rusty Grammar. Please don't. I think that's like being like, "Hey, I'm the hottest guy with Down syndrome." Like, ooh, like there was really a challenge. Soon we'll be like Digger, and our thoughts will be criminal. Hopefully not. But I'll tell you this. Certainly plenty of things that could steer it that way. Holy balls! We've only got an hour left. I've got some more stuff to get through, so we got that. The Seattle mayor, though, has released a statement of the whole event. Seattle Mayor Bruce Harrell has released a statement written by @Jamie Housen, his director of communication, condemning the Christians for holding a worship event at a public park in the city. The event was violently attacked by Antifa and Trantifa. It's official. We have to fucking lock these people down. Trantifa. We can't even be part of your anti-establishment movement unless it has our name in it. Cause me. Oh my God. I am. I want the trans community to know. I literally didn't give two shits about the trans community. But the reason why I don't like it now is because I've watched the trans community be, and let me just paraphrase here, the trans community. You guys made me hate you because you wouldn't just fuck off. It's not enough to accept the idea that you want to live your way. Like, you got to keep pushing the rules, keep pushing the boundary. You're always a victim. Anytime you're part of the group has to change its name, its color, its banners to fit you. And all I can think about that is, clearly this is a world full of people, and you have a you problem. And while I believe in solving problems, mathematically speaking, it's a lot more work to solve the problem of making the world the way you want it against everyone else, when it would be a lot easier to just not just go away. Don't be, again. Because, again, the problem is you. The rest of us are fine. You're the one with the issue. How about you fuck off? So, a fucking Trantifa. Oh, God. The mayor says he is directing an investigation into how the Christians were given the approval. Keep in mind, they did nothing wrong. How they were given the approval. What kind of fucking jackbooted thug world do these people think it's okay to live in? I'm sorry, do we not have the right to gather and protest? You know, if this was a Trump protest in a park that got attacked, I'm sure we wouldn't be calling those people victims, going, well, we have to understand. These are a bunch of people with Trump derangement syndrome, and they chose to gather in one place. It's kind of their fault. We should look into who gave them permission.
Right.
Again, no, you shouldn't look into who gave them permission, because peaceful organization is something that we as the members of, again, like, oh my God, this is so against all of the ideals that this country was founded on, that you have the right to gather peacefully, to express common interests and common ideals, and that those expressions should not fear reprisal of citizen or state. And we've got someone who literally, this is the easiest layup in the world. I don't approve of violence. I don't understand why we can't all get along. Instead, he comes out, well, you realize the problem is these peaceful Christians need to stop preaching all their God stuff, because it makes a whole lot of really mentally unstable trans and LGBTQ people lose their shit. And we certainly can't hold those people to account. I'm too busy sucking their dick. Like, no. That's not the way to handle this, sir. We've gotten to the point now where it's okay to victim shame so long as the victim is white and or Christian. And as someone who is white, I'm worried, because that's half of me. When they came for the Christians, I went, but I'm not really religious. When they came for the white South African farmers, I went, I don't really like fruit. And now I'm like, but they're coming for the white gamers. And there was no one to stand for me. Jesus Christ. It is so bad. Jesus was against butt stuff. You missed the last
line there.
Which one?
You missed the last line. He thinks they should be banned from that location.
I agree. Antifa should be banned from that location. Oh, he means the Christian. Right. Yeah. So we have an elected mayor arguing for, again, religious exclusion. That's...
Yes.
Again, wasn't Trump horrible for saying people from third world countries and Muslim countries should be investigated before they're allowed on, like, the fly list and stuff like that? And be like, oh, he's horribly racist, racism, blah, blah, blah. Like, so it's okay to just single out Christians, just in general, en masse, regardless of what skin color.
It is in most parts of the world. Have you not heard from Syria lately, as an example? Many places across the Middle East and Africa, Christians are being mass murdered simply for the view Christian. They have on God.
Right.
Do you hear about it though?
No, because again, the liberal media wants you to remember that Muslims do nothing wrong.
Right.
Unless they live in Gaza, then their crime was upsetting the Jews. So let's go to this video, something a little less. How about 45 seconds of diffusion?
Thou shalt not swallow thy brother's load, right, Landers?
I mean, one, it just tastes bad, And now I'm asking him about his like omega-3s and his fatty acid intake. Like, are you having enough fish? Just maybe too much bread. Definitely cut back on the wine. Could taste it in the back end of the nut. But yeah. All right. Anyways, we have a show for what, like 45 more minutes. So thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. I'm just curious how we're doing. Low numbers on Twitch as usual. Nice numbers over there on Rumble, and beautiful numbers over there on the YouTube. So nice mellow show. I like it. For our first day back. Doing good. So I have, like I said, we covered that topic. I hate that, not because it fits perfectly into viewpoints and beliefs I have, which it does, but I legit get irate, like angry when people shame somebody who did nothing wrong but get accosted. Like if somebody, like again, if the roles were reversed, and this were a like trans pride fucking thing, and a bunch of people fucking did that shit and got arrested, I would again be condemning the mayor that goes, well, we should maybe look into why these people were allowed to have this. And it's like, no. If they're just peacefully gathering because they believe that trans people have rights, that's fine. If they were gathering and reading inappropriate material to children, I would be like, all right, look, is that illegal? I don't know, but I can see where you might have sparked some anger with what you chose to do. But again, I can't imagine anything other than teaching the ideal that our religion doesn't believe what you believe is offensive. And to the point where it demands violent reprisal. But the problem I have is society going, no, you're not allowed to gather and express an opinion. Because sure, Antifa might be fine with not allowing those people to gather and express an opinion, but I wager that those Antifa people would like to gather and express their own opinion.
Oh, they do. They do enjoy doing that. Yeah. Usually show up by the busload after having been paid by certain companies.
Well, that's them not wanting to gather. That's them being, paid operatives of formerly George Soros.
Honestly, Antifa and Trantifa are mostly paid off individuals who are doing it for the paycheck, not for their ideals.
King Kong Dog saying, you mean San Francisco Pride where they have sex on the street in front of everyone, no matter the age? Yeah, that's vastly inappropriate. That's one of those things where it's like if you caught a beating for that, I'd be like, look, I don't condone catching a beating, but you did, you did pull out your dick and start thwacking it right there on the street. Like somebody was bound to punch you in the face. I'm going to be honest. If somebody else didn't do it, I was going to do it. When I was going to be like, hey, how about you put your dick in your fucking pants? Boom. Because, again, it's not really street corner behavior. Watch out, Grantifa, the lib grandma sect. All right, so we have Antifa, we have Trantifa, the women's only group, Wantifa. The toddler anti-establishment group, Tantifa.
There you go.
All right. So the white anti-government establishment group, the KKK. All right. So going right back over to you.
Someone else actually said that the where is it? Scrolling. Ku Klux Trans. That's our next group, is the Ku Klux Trans. Thank you, Rusty.
All right. Now, the Grand Wizard would like to welcome the new chapter of the Ku Klux Klan, the Ku Klux Trans. I'm proud to be. And it's like literally like it's a black lady identifying as a white man. That's what I want for Ku Klux Trans. Ku Klux Trans needs to be black women identifying as white men. Like, just like the whole thing. They get surgery. They get, demelanated or whatever it's called.
Skin bleaching.
White face the fuck out of it, and I don't want some of these people.
I know, Al.
Who? Yes, everybody. Alucard, the one, the only, the cat humping dog, or the dog humping cat. Alucard.
Mhm.
I don't want one of these people that does the like, hey, I say I identify as because I want some ancillary benefit. No, I want a true believer who goes, no, God made a mistake. I'm supposed to be born a white man. Like, and I want that trans lady to be the leader of the Ku Klux Trans, or trans man. I'm sorry, I don't know which way is more respectful.
Which way?
Point is, Ku Klux Trans needs to be a thing. It needs to be a thing.
Have you heard the new theory going out that gingers are actually black folk?
No, but that's very, very interesting. That's I wouldn't mind hearing more of that. We should have gotten into that earlier. Roy Sombrero, watch out for Grantifa, the liberal grandma sect. Also with another one, Santifa, for our Middle Eastern brothers.
All inclusive. There we
Right.
go.
Right? Because when you're fighting the establishment, you have to make room for everybody, and everyone gets their own special name tag. All right, so this video I mentioned earlier, Alaska is one of those places. It's it's very, very nearly not society, because apparently even the animals go to the hospital to have a birth because there's no veterinarian. So apparently there's one building. If you're popping out a baby, I don't care if you're a bear, a moose, or a guy named Ted, you're going to that building. So here we go.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell. I gotta have more cowbell.
I haven't used that
Yeah, we
today
do.
at all.
You're one fucking nice kitty.
Alucard. Sorry.
Oh, it's a bubbles.
All right.
There's one fucking nice kitty.
Let's see if I can get my head and my leg back up so I don't freak out my cat. All right. Okay, so we had 5 or 6 gifted subs on Rumble today. I forgot to ring the bell for those because I'm a cunt. So ring the bell for those, and for that sub from Rusty Grammar, tier 1, subscribed 43 months. Thank you so much.
Nicely done.
Let's he wants the bubbles drop too, so let's see if we can. I know it's over here somewhere.
That's one fucking nice kitty right there.
All right, so there we go. And we'll hit it one more time while we roll the bell.
That's one fucking nice kitty right there.
Bell, yeah! All right, so we've got 45 minutes left in the program. I hope your day is going quickly for you, or you're on your way home, or whatever that is, because not even 45 minutes, it's just about 40. We've got this video, and then I got a couple more things. We haven't loaded any of our third-hour stories, so we've got all of those to cover for the last 45 minutes. So as I said, this was the view at the at Anchorage, Alaska.
Yeah.
Where a moose just showed up and popped out a calf.
Yep. And adorable. Mother Nature is awesome.
And now she's just gonna lay down. Just like, fuck it. Hospital staff were in awe as the baby moose took its first steps.
Aw.
And the mom was like, yeah, I need a fucking break. Some kind of, tired as shit.
Aw. It's so cute.
The moose looks cold. The calf looks cold as shit.
Well, I mean, it's never actually done much in the way of walking, and it's still wet. So
that, but anyhow. So yes, everybody so enthralled. I thought that this was like supposed to be like the birthing ward for people, I thought was the report on this. Witnessing the miracle of birth, blah, 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 blah. One onlooker identified as Luis C. told the Alaskan news source, I see a ton of people peeping over the balcony. I'm like, what's going on? So I go over, and there's a moose who just gave birth. It's so exciting because this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing to witness. It was just the cutest thing ever, and I've never witnessed something like that. All right. Well, we don't have any more information on.
it is something you don't see very often.
That's because they're an endangered species. Are they? I don't think so.
No.
So then why don't you see it more
they're
often?
fine.
Well, it sounds like they're giving birth like crazy then. What do you mean
Well,
you
it
don't
doesn't
see
really happen in front of humans all that often.
Yeah, and I bet that moose never saw a lady fucking put her legs up in a stirrup and go, "You did this to me, you son of a bitch," and shit out a kid. It's, like whatever.
I don't know. Maybe there was the scent to the air. Maybe she thought she might have complications. I don't know what was going through that mother's mind. She's a moose, for Pete's sakes.
All right. We've got a couple of stories left to get to today. Like I said, we've got our third hour to do. So we've got plenty of stories for the remaining half an hour. While I load these up, you want to tell people what you're doing for the rest of the evening?
Well,
Where else can they find you?
at 5:30 p.m. Pacific. So 7:30 for you guys in the middle of the continent, I guess. 5:30 Pacific. I will be on with Mighty Meat, Rumble only. YouTube is asshole. Rumble only. Mighty Meat. He and I are almost finished the Mystery Babylon series that we have been working on for quite a while. It's a lot of fun. We're like almost into the the end days, as close to our time right now as is possible. I think we've got maybe 4 or 7 more episodes, and then we'll be done. So it's a lot of fun, a lot of interesting discussion. We talk about secret societies. We've talked about where they all came from, originated from, and how they've taken over America in particular. So we had history, but it was a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. And I can't wait to see what we've come up with to cover next, because it's coming up really quick. But either which way, we are doing another episode of that tonight, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be a lot of fun. Please join us.
All right. Well, so again, Mighty Meat on Rumble. It's a fun little rabbit hole, wormhole, whatever you want to call it, to go down. Moose around here, elk to the west, says Mr. Q. I realized I took my camera off while you're doing your promo because I thought it was polite. I realized I should have gone and used the restroom. Do you mind if I do that quick?
Yeah, you should have.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop off.
I totally mind.
Well, too bad, because I have needs. And spoiler alert, when you watch me get up, I'm going to leave my chair here so people know that I don't condone whatever craziness you're going to get up to. But
okay.
I am
going to show us all your butt?
I am wearing pants. So just so we're clear. I am wearing pants, motherfuckers.
Ooh, nice bum. Where are you from? Hello, Driveway Junkie. How you doing? It's called the poop room. We call it the washroom here. That's, you go in there and you piss or poop, well, then you gotta wash. So it's the washroom. And Mr. Q, we've got moose and elk here, actually. So I don't know how you guys managed to keep your guys moose to the east and elks to the west. I don't know how you managed to keep them separate. That's pretty awesome. Ooh, okay. If you really want me to fuck off, I can do that. I'd rather not. We are. Let's see. Yeah, I already did that with Mighty Meat. Thursday, I will be doing my reading stream, and if certain someone ever does allow other people to raid them, I will start to do so with my reading stream, and I'll just dump everyone over into here. And I figured as much. Don't worry, Saint Caesar. I'll take my coffee cup and go home. But yeah, I read on Thursdays, start at the exact same time as Johnny starts his show, so most of you guys don't actually catch it, and that's totally fine. But, if you're ever looking for listening to someone read a book about stuff, I've got them. You can always go and watch them again later, so that I get some more watch hours, because it's taken me for freaking ever to get anywhere near the levels of people and subs and stuff that I need to get monetized on YouTube. I'm thinking I would probably, it's more likely that I will get booted off of YouTube permanently before I ever get monetized on YouTube. It's the way it seems to be going. But yeah, so feel free, if you want to go and listen and learn stuff, you can go back and listen to my reading streams. We've read Behold a Pale Horse was the first one. That was very deep with politicalese and lawyerese and all sorts of fun ease languages. We learned an awful lot about stuff. And then we made it a little bit lighter, and we went and read The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat. That was very interesting. It was a bunch of clinical studies on people with damage or disease in the right hemisphere of their brain. Very, very interesting. Oh, Mao, and this is my here, yeah. Before I push you off the table. This is Sweets here. There, give me both feet. There we go. This is my Sweets. There you go. Look into the camera. See how cute she is. Yes. This is my sweetheart. Hello, Mikey. How you doing? Oh, this is my sweetheart, and she's trying to say that she's hungry. And she might be a little bit, but that time doesn't happen for at least another half an hour, so she can piss off. Her sister is sleeping probably... Is she? Oh, no. She's in the... Oh, you can't see it right now, but there's another cat tree with a big tube, and she's sleeping in the... Boo is sleeping in the tube. That's, what she does. Get on Twitch. I don't know, dude. I have a hard time to... Oh, wow. This person just came out of me like aliens. Started with an arm.
I suppose it probably does seem that way from your camera angle. I assure you.
Yes, it did.
Oh, dude.
Not from yours?
Not from mine. But, that's the fun thing. Because, sometimes if you reach down towards the bottom of your desk and I just turn.
It looks like I'm doing something that I'm not doing.
And it's awesome. It's so awesome. I'm gonna be honest. It's pretty fucking cool. I'm very happy. Very proud of myself for that one. I'm gonna be enjoying it all day. Driveway druggie digger. Let's not be cross. It's called Poop Room. The Poop Room.
Bathroom.
That wasn't. No, I
restroom. Shitter.
See, I always call it the restroom.
Room.
Well, yeah, because you wash your hands and shit. But right. But it's always been the restroom, which is weird because I never sleep in there. I don't ever come out feeling rested.
I've often wondered that.
I don't. But that's what you see on signs around here: restroom, restroom, restrooms with arrows. So it's the restrooms. Nobody rests in there. In fact, depending on what you've been through, you might be working it up. You're fucking trying.
There used to be secondary rooms between the actual facilities and the exit. Especially when you had...
you can powder your nose after you poop and lay down and take a nap?
There were, chaise longue. There was, in the men's room, you've got the man who's there to help you with the towel or cologne or
I need my
what have you.
Post-colon sleep. All right, look, I don't know if you know this or not, but I just gave birth to a 7-pound mud baby in that bathroom, and I need to sleep. Goddammit.
Right? These things were needed once upon a time. I think we're going back. We should go back to the times when we had restrooms in between the facilities and the outdoor world.
Do you realize how much more space?
Have a cigarette and realize how much poop we just got rid of as we're catching our breath.
Because we're so fat now. Because look, I'm sorry.
Everyone would be hanging out.
You're not going to see thin, fit, healthy people being like, all right, I need to sit down. I just had a poop. Ooh, you're not going to be seeing that. You are going to see fat people literally sweating. Oh, it was so much work. You got to understand, that was a growler. I had 2 supersized Hardee's Mega Burger meals, and I don't understand why my body is fighting so hard to extrude this sodium, lard, and processed crap. But either way, one thing's for certain, it's certainly not my fault. I have a thyroid problem, I say as I eat a bag of Cheetos. Fuck you. I just can't. I can't. All right? We can't give the restrooms. No. because it'll be. I'm sorry, it might you might have the best of intentions. It'll be claimed by the fats, and I know this because I used to be one of the fats. All right.
Okay.
People are like, "Hey, you're fat shaming. What do you have against fat people?" But like, only the fact that I'm one of them, and I escaped, and they keep trying to pull me back 1 pound at a time.
Right. Damn it.
So we have a couple of stories to talk about. Continuing on our DEI working totally well in the realm of government. I just want everyone to know that the non-binary emergency manager is now on leave in St. Louis because they failed to activate the tornado sirens. And for those of you who don't know, St. Louis recently got hit by some tornadoes, and people weren't aware because the person whose sole job it was just hit the button didn't hit the button. Because, again, she was not hired on her button-hitting skills. She was hired because she looks that good in a man's suit. I still don't understand how that's a qualification, but that was the qualification, apparently. So, yes.
Well,
what?
It's nice that at least they did something. She's on paid administrative leave at the moment. Whatever happened to the person who decided not to sound the alarms in Hawaii? Did anything ever come of that?
Are you saying? Oh, so you're saying that you think this was deliberate as well?
Well, I don't know about deliberate. I wouldn't.
Well, because for my
Johnny, we're not going there right now. Okay, we're not talking about lasers avoiding the blue roofs and stuff like that. No. Just there was someone who did not turn on the alarms during the whole Hawaiian fire thing, and I'm just wondering, did anything ever happen to that person? Was there any,
whoever orchestrated that? Yeah.
No,
because again, like I said, I understand what you're saying. The difference in this situation is this one wasn't deliberate. This one was literally this bitch was too dumb to hit the button. See what I understand the confusion, but from what I understand, it's my personal opinion, and since this is my show, it's therefore the opinion of this show.
It's got to be the right, yeah.
That again. The Hawaiian Island fire situation was created, mismanaged, and entirely left to happen the way it did, specifically to fuck Native people out of their land for the sake of the rich people that want to buy the island. And in this particular case, that's not the thing, because while this is a horrible tragedy and not okay, the loss of life was only 5. And 33 people were injured. So I really don't feel like that was a thing.
Okay. King Kong is still in
she did a press conference. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to talk for this lady. Explain to us 5
tell
dead.
Us what's going on.
5 dead, 38 injured. You're at the helm. Fucking million decisions a minute. Take me there.
The SEMA office is very small. And the majority of the time we work closer to business hours unless the need arises, such as what we're doing now, or special events. A lot of that work takes us out into the community, so we aren't necessarily in our office space at all times.
Right.
We do have a very small staff. I have received reports of people that did hear it. I've heard from a lot of people that
a lot of people said they didn't because you didn't hit the fucking button. This is one. No offense. How hard is it? Ma'am, you're not performing open heart surgery, okay? I worked for a radio station, a very poorly run radio station, and even that radio station had the ability where I could change the on-air music with an iPad. You're telling me you guys can't have an app to the "oh shit, there be a tornado coming" siren? Also, I have another question. So you're not in the office regularly. You work more business hours, banker's hours, fair. Did you ever think maybe you should get back to the office when the sky started darkening? When the clouds were being forecast to be headed to your town? When Al Roker said, "Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods." Like, did you ever think maybe at one moment you should take that time to be the fuck where you're supposed to be? Now, this is my problem. If this was just a person and we lived in a society where, oh, that person got there because we hire and base people being in roles of authority or positions like this on merit and what they're capable of, be like, oh, so you fucked up. You're just an idiot. But in this case, I'm pissed off because I feel like you even deep down know you don't have the mental strength, wherewithal, and fortitude to have the job you have. But you took it because on the byline for whether or not they would hire you, you went, well, I don't identify as a man or a woman. I'm Pat. And they went, well, we got to hire that. And I'm not okay with it. Not because it bothers me for some like, oh, I'm a dude and I have to have a dude. No, I could give a fuck. Because again, you're not qualified for your fucking job. I don't give a shit how you identify, what fucking color you are. If the job you're performing, are you qualified to do it? I'll even turn that mirror on myself. Am I qualified to turn on these computers and talk out of my ass? Yes, I am. God damn it. She even agrees with me.
Yes.
It's not a very high-skilled job, if I'm honest. In fact, the bar to entry is exceedingly low. So low, I rolled over it. But the point is, this person should not have rolled over the bar of entry to their job. The mayor of Seattle is here to say it's the people's fault. They were in the way of the tornado, says Mussolini. Fucking mayor of Seattle, man. Should have hired a Down syndrome person. At least they would have been enthusiastic about setting off the alarm. Right? In all fairness, on Tuesdays, we have staff lunch at Arby's. Arby's has no tornado button. Again, I feel like the people working in the office should have the tornado button. I think I got like a hair clip.
Or have it, like someone else was saying, have it attached to an app that you can have on your phone. Yeah. So that even if you're not in the office, something happens, you can, you know.
People should have the ability to launch the fucking tornado sirens. They go off every day at noon in my area, or every Wednesday at noon. Or maybe it's the first Wednesday. I don't remember specifically which one. But I know like Wednesdays at noon, either the first Wednesday of every month or something like that. It's just... and they go off, and people are always like, well, they got to test them to make sure they work. Right. But my question is, there in this day and age where I can order a pizza with my phone, you're telling me you couldn't have any way of getting them fucking sirens to go off when the bad weather showed up until, oh, golly shucks darn afterwards. Well, some people said they heard it. Some people said they haven't heard it. Well, the 5 dead, 38 injured screams a lot more to probably not having heard it.
The SEMA office is very small.
I need to step away for a moment.
The majority of the time, we work closer to business hours, unless the need arises.
A majority of the time, we work closer to business hours. That's not a good way to start I was there, and I did my job pitch. All right, cool. We'll drop that. Digger had to pop off. We've got a couple of things left to do. About 20 minutes here left in the show. I swear I got a hair clipping in my eye. I should have washed my hair out. Everyone in this picture has moobs. Oh, shit. He might be right. Let me go back. I didn't load. It's not the third hour ones. That's why I can't find it. Whereas viral clip is AI, residents, Wienermobile race, prayer, hospital. Oh, so maybe it was there. There we go. Where's control C? Everybody has moves. Now I'm like, I can't hear claims of moves and ignore them. Hold on. There's one dude in here. I don't think we're all moves. This is a no moob scenario right there. That's a flat chested dude. No moves. That's a lady with relatively decent pair there. And apparently in an IHOP t-shirt. Weird choice. But, again, I only see one pair of moves. Bam. Welcome back.
Hello again. Thank you.
Well, what
you said
now,
P
boss?
and that just didn't work.
She was wolfing him down. No, that cop has moves. Dude, I don't think this cop has moves. Look here, I'll take my camera off the screen for a second. That's not moves. I don't even see a gut there. I see it like, all right, yeah, little barrel chested, little little bigger, like no fat. I'm not seeing moobs. I'm not seeing moobs.
No, I don't see any moobs.
I don't see moobs. Again, we had one moob culprit, and then again, if I could defend the ladies, because I'm such a ladies man, this lady is no moobs. This is not moobs at all. Those are not moobs. That's just a girl in a weird. It looks like an IHOP T-shirt. That's the part that weirds.
I think
me
it says hope. Actually, I think the E is hidden.
He was messing with his phone, and you couldn't see them play the video. Damn it! No, I don't want to play the video. I don't want to play the video. She's bitching about her office being small.
And the majority of the time, we work closer to business hours,
Again,
unless
you're
the need
completely
arises,
wrong.
such
No
as what we're
moves.
doing now, or
No
special
moves.
events. A lot of that work takes us out into the community.
Again, a little bit of a gut, a little bit of a punch. Probable dad bod, but I'm not seeing moves. Let's hear why Pugsley Adams forgot to press the button. Oh, that's the thing. She won't fully admit to not pressing the button. She said in the some people
Talk about how they couldn't.
She pulled a weird kind of fence sitting. Some people claim they heard the siren. Some people didn't. Then
that's good.
I got a couple of videos. We've got about 15 minutes left, so we're gonna do this one first. This is hilarious to me. I don't know if this is a crime or what the deal is here, but apparently 18 Army Rangers were suspended for allegedly firing blanks at a crowded Florida beach during a pirate festival mock battle. 18 soldiers from the 6th Ranger Training Battalion at Camp Rudder are under investigation for unauthorized use of automatic weapons.
Oh, for nice.
The incident occurred during a mock sea battle at the Billy Bowlegs Pirate Festival on Crab Island in Destin. All right, that's just one statement that I said that whole thing. I read all the words appropriately, and I still feel like I fucked it up. The Billy Bowlegs Pirate Festival on Crab Island in Destin. While dummy rounds were approved, additional gunfire afterwards was not authorized. Festival goers reported unexpected gunfire, causing some boaters to take cover. All right, let's see what they went. Apparently, it was partially authorized, but they were blanks. Quite frankly, I don't know, man. I feel like welcome to America. Oh, dear Lord. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. If these guys are real Army and he's got belt fed. All right, so he shot 2 off in the air. You know, it's weird. You're allowed to do it so long as you wear a turban. He couldn't get it to fire. It jammed after 1 round. Nice.
Yeah. Good time.
Meanwhile, we're in Florida. These dudes are just cruising. One guy just standing by the boat. Hey, so you got a lot of guns over there, huh? Now
the one girl on the boat there in the red bikini, she's doing everything she can to keep her ass in shot. Like, it's interesting. She was even doing the bending over, but looking over her shoulder, like, are they still catching it? Am I still in the shot? Yeah, I'm still in the shot.
You're
okay,
right.
good.
You're right.
Yeah,
Holy
go
Jesus.
back. Right from the get-go, she knew what was going on.
I don't know if she knew. She's facing
Well,
away.
no, but she realized, and then she kept on going.
I'm gonna call Saul. Thank you. Somebody should. I've been cursed my whole life. I'm gonna call bullshit on that because she looks like she's just digging for something and she's just hanging out there. All right, wait, nah, hold on.
No.
Now we see.
This is what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, but then she turned. Maybe she just
wait
maybe
for it.
she's just a
wait
bimbo.
For it. Her ass is still perfectly perked.
Maybe she's a bimbo
and
on a
in
boat.
shot.
She doesn't know that they're filming her. I mean,
come on,
dude. The way this camera's zooming in and out, I don't know how close this camera is. She's adjusting her thong.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Is that literally all we had? That's it. That was the and the gunshots rang out and freaked everybody out.
Yeah.
Like,
How horrible.
who's a dick? Riding Dirty Llama, you suck. You suck. Riding Dirty Llama, it's mean. Fucking.
Perfectly timed.
If I hadn't used the restroom, I'd have wet pants right now, and that's not okay. It's not okay. I would have piddled you, asshole. You shouldn't be laughing that hard at the premise of somebody making me wet myself. I didn't realize. Oh, I wasn't entirely serious, but apparently that one's really hitting it for you. All right.
Oh shit! No, it was such perfect timing, and then to go on with the I nearly piddled myself, or pissed myself. Yeah, that was good. I'm sorry, I snort laughed.
That part's fine. That part was
me.
adorable. It was the rest of it where I was like, oh, now I feel bad.
Thank you, Riding Dirty Llama. Jefferson, see? Yeah, Red Bikini even did a few camera checks to make sure she was in shot.
All right. I don't know. Maybe. Ladies are always quick to say. You ladies are always quick to point out which one of the girls is just whoring it out there.
Because we're ladies too, and we know.
That's how I'd put my ass out there. All right. What do we got? We got like 15 minutes. It's been a whole buttload of fun. I'm gonna check to make sure I don't have any Venmos or PayPals. Does not look like I do. So I don't have anyone to thank. And we're an unfunded, unfunny show that's failing and all that fun stuff. Let's look. But no, realistically.
Cheer up.
Fuck off. Realistically, we had some people throw in some money before the show started today, and we've had a few other things. So we are down to like $40 or whatever on the goal for Friday. Yeah, Red Bikini did a few cameras. I don't know. I don't know, yeah, Digger.
She would have moved that ass multiple times before then, but she realized what was going on, and then she kept her ass perfectly perked in just the right position, and then she was doing. Yeah, she knew exactly what she was. She knew what she was.
Lexi saying, "I didn't know Digger liked red, let alone bikinis. Cover up next time, you sloot." Dude, let's be clear about one thing. Right. Digger looks great in a red bikini. I can verify 110% Digger looks great in a red bikini.
How?
Shh. Don't put.
Oh, shh.
Fuck off. You don't want me to reveal all the secrets. Anyways, I've got.
No, I really don't remember this. I'm starting to be concerned now.
I'll show you the pictures later. Anyways, this one came out on NPR. Electric grills are climate-friendly options to fossil fuel grills.
Well, fuck. Really?
Yeah. Because remember, guys, you know that grill that runs on a bag of Kingsford charcoal? Yeah, fuck that noise. You should use an electric grill that will take the power plant of a coal-burning power plant or a nuclear power plant or a hydroelectric dam. It'll take 4 to 5 times the energy, and the food will be subpar. But hey, at least it's
eco-friendly.
I'm sorry. No, these are not climate-friendly. NPR, you need to be... What the fuck is a climate-friendly grill? I've got bad news for you. A grill is a heat source. It's just warm.
Accessories.
Yeah, propane's fine too. Propane burns clean. Why can't you have a propane grill? But you have to have an electric grill. Like pushing this crap, it doesn't matter how much the tech sucks. Like I'm sorry.
How are you going to power it out in the bush?
Again, that's the other part that's stupid about this. So we're supposed to use all this electric stuff that doesn't run off of fossil fuels. What generates all the electricity? Fossil fuel fucking power plants. So again, you don't cut out the middleman. In fact, you make it worse because not only are you still burning fossil fuels to power your monstrosity, you've put God knows how much pollution into the world to make your monstrosity, and it doesn't work. It's horrible. Oh shit, it's 420. I'm horrible too.
Oh, 220.
Every time you
Rusty,
do
I'm with
220.
you. I'll burn fucking wood before I ever use a gay ass electric retard grill.
Oh no shit,
Thank
dude.
you.
Like that's one
I'm
of the
with you.
things that's one of the things I'm dying to do. I'm dying to use my fire pit and like actually cook food on it. Like I haven't gotten to do that yet. If this weekend is nice enough for weather, I might go get steaks and just fucking do it. Because I went with brats last time.
flame.
You heard about what happened to that. I'm not going to recount that story because I'll cry. And because I didn't get to cook the brats. I'll just say, let's just say that.
Yeah.
Let's just say Johnny didn't get to cook his
for all
brats.
of that.
The tasks due to events were mitigated to other people, and let's just say less than our best was put forward.
Yeah.
Fuck the rainforest. God put that wood here to be chopped down for firewood, says Saint Aaron. What happened, says Royce and Bro? The brats got burnt, is all it was. They got severely overcooked, particularly on one side, for a lot of them, and then it's entirely salvageable. I still have a bunch of them, some of them in my freezer, but it's sad. It's a sad thing for all parties involved. Happy now.
Yes.
I lost my brats, and I just want a decent cut of meat fire cooked on a grill. Because goddamn, that thing is awesome. I love my fire pit. It's just one. It's got a giant manhole cover. You can lay crap. I want to have a party just so I can lay shit tons of meat over this thing and swivel it over the fire and be like, "I will feed us all." Like I want to take down a mammoth. I want to take down a buffalo, and I want to cook his entire carcass on my fire pit. That's all.
Okay. Shouldn't be too hard.
My grill is electric. It smokes and grills. It's awesome, Lab Glass. Pellet grill. Pellet grills are somewhat electric, but they still burn pellets. Like you're still burning fossil fuels. You're just burning wood pellets. The electric part is the part that heats up the pellets. And the pellets themselves, again, are just a different form of charcoal. It's just not Kingsford. That's all. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I like a good charcoal grill myself. I like a good charcoal grill. I like a good caramelized marshmallow to make a s'more. But you know, we all have our rules. Also, you had mentioned this earlier, so let's pull this up. You or someone else had mentioned this earlier when we were doing our last story we were covering here. Let me flip back over to this. Sources of U.S. electricity generation, 2023. So this is 2 years ago. Renewables count for 21.4%. So over 80%, or no, just under 80% of the electricity generated to run those climate-friendly grills is in non-climate-friendly areas. So again, I don't know if people I do know. People are too dumb to realize this, and it pisses me off. This is why your electric shit is bullshit, because there's not only is the electric shit still running off of that stuff, there's no plan to change any of it. Fruit tree wood is the best wood to grow with.
Yep, makes sense.
To grow with?
I think he's talking about growing the green.
Oh, well, I'm talking about cooking on a fire.
Yes.
And I have cottonwood like a motherfucker. So it tastes like slavery is what happens when you cook with it.
I wasn't going to ask.
The funny part is cottonwood tree is a real thing. I do have a dismembered cottonwood tree that I'm using as a source of firewood. So I do have a cottonwood tree that I'm. The tasting like slavery part was a bit of an exaggeration, but now I wonder if it did. Would I even know?
You just didn't know it.
Would I even know? I don't know what slavery tastes like. So
I don't know.
That's why I need to have Brian come hang out for a backyard party, and I can use my grill, and he can tell me if it tastes. Maybe he would.
There you go. He might know.
He certainly possibly a better source than myself. All right. So yes, that is NPR's newest thing, guys. Go out and buy an electric grill because 80% of the power generated that operates such devices is entirely non-renewable and not good for the climate, according to these people. But you know, if you use your charcoal grill once a year, you're really you're really shitting on old Mother Nature.
How dare you?
When you're giving those coal factories and those nuclear power plants a break. The point is, the electricity isn't magic. It comes from either fossil fuels or dirty solar/wind power that requires fossil fuels and mining of heavy toxic metals and have no way of disposal. Solar and wind power isn't necessarily dirty, but it does have a lot of non-renewable parts to it. The blades and things. Solar power also really isn't up to snuff for the demands that needs to be met because of the fact that our environment, more importantly the atmosphere, gets in the way of solar power. The fact that we have wind and clouds makes the fact that sometimes it's not a sunny day. And the worst part is we grew up with solar calculators. You remember the old TI, the Texas Instruments, the TI-85 or whatever, the 88, whatever, play Snake and shit on it, graphing calculator. Like those things were like solar powered, and they barely ever fucking worked. Like it had to be sunny or the lights had to be super duper bright. I'm sorry, but no. Solar power has been underwhelming from the beginning.
So Danger Bear Wolf.
I have a couple of stories left. I don't want to get into any of them because I want to save them for tomorrow. Because like we could cover something for the next 3 minutes, but that feels like shit. Like why would we? I'd really like to bank those out for tomorrow when we can really talk about them and go on for a while, and the audience can have fun with them. My grill is electric. Oh wait, no, we already covered the pellet grill thing. The point is electricity is magic. Danger Bear Wolf Turtle with the $4.99. What up, my guy? What up, my guy? Hey, Danger Bear Wolf Turtle. Thank you for that $4.99.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Those little super stickers and super chat things all add up at the end of the month. I think it's like the 21st or whatever. And so we buy out from YouTube with that. So thank you very, very much with that. We are sitting on $45 or less, way less, I'm sure, for our goal for Friday. So thank you for that. We're going to check Rumble to see if it does a buyout for us. That'd be nice. Yeah, I think all of those things are. So yeah, you're going to be... I got to do this burn for him. You're going to be on tonight at 6 p.m.
You're going to be on tonight at 6:30 p.m.
Central Standard Time. 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 4:30.
5.
Oh, 5?
No. Okay, no. See, you got me doing all your weird times. Pacific Standard. It's 5:30 Pacific Standard.
Yeah.
So
if it's 5:30, then it's
8 o'clock.
Here. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Why does
see, you're messing me up.
My Pacific Standard Time right now is saying 2:28.
It is 2:28
right
now.
Right now it's 4:28 here, so that wouldn't be 4. If you're on at 5, that would be 7 here.
Right.
So you were saying
I'm saying you're messing me up with your maths. You're all wrong.
Well, then just switch.
You had me questioning myself.
Just switch to correct standard time and everything's fine. Well, that's why it's called correct standard time.
Yeah, but CST. It's not necessarily correct standard time.
It is correct. It's the correct standard time.
It's not.
That's why it's CST, correct standard time. That's literally what the letters mean. Correct standard time. Peachtree Wood and Applewood are great, says Mr. Kim. Yeah, everybody's still talking about wood. Now you're gonna get my steel toe money since you ain't getting no more that. You're saying he could do with. Okay.
What? I don't understand.
Okay. Either way, thank you for supporting the show.
Hey,
$5.
Thank you.
$5 is $5 in this here house. So thank you very much.
Right. Thank you.
In fact, we'll give you the good applause. This was made by a bunch of theater people. And they're gay, so you know it was good.
You know it's good.
Right? Anyways, so it is time for us to head out of here. We're going to get out of here. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. That's been Digger.
Bye.
And thank you very much for being on the show, Digger. You have a wonderful time with Mighty Meat tonight, and we will catch all of you folks tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. All that wonderful jazz. Au revoir.
Shut up and sleep with me. Come on, why won't you sleep with me? Shut up and sleep with me.
Clip it, clip it, clip it.